Hey everyone, this is Brandon.
And this is Casey.
And this is the
Beer
Someone podcast. Follow
and like.
And enjoy the show.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Beer Someone episode 23. We're all the way in Lovelady right now at Stesti Beer Garden. By the way, Stesti has 2 locations in Lovelady. I'm Brandon Watson. I got Casey Jewett. How you doing, Casey?
I'm good, brother. How's it going?
Pretty great, actually.
Good. And we're also sitting here with Dennis Gore. You're the brewmaster here, and then Stesti Steve. His
The famous Stesti
Steve Garcia, but also known as Stesti Steve if you're in the industry. Had the fortunate chance to meet this gentleman.
How y'all doing today?
Doing good.
Make sure you're talking into the mic, Steve.
Okay. I get a little bit closer.
Get up on it.
Get into it.
Yeah, this was a nice drive out here.
It's a really pretty drive. It's a beautiful day. The drive out here was really nice. I didn't know how long we were going to be on the main roads, and we were kind of got off of them pretty soon, I feel like, and we were just winding our way through here. It was really nice.
Really nice. Yeah, and the beer's really nice. What am I starting with? It's the Pilsner, right? The Pivo Pils?
Yeah, I poured you the Pivo Pills.
Awesome.
Really cool. I was enjoying the story about that, so let's jump back into that if you don't mind. I really enjoyed what you were saying a while ago.
Okay. I did my brewery school in Czech Republic. I met a man named Joseph Kriesel on a trip with a friend and my son to Prague, and we were touring beer gardens and went into one place called the Two Cats. And Joseph was there, and he actually had been the brewmaster for Pilsner Urquell and got fired when Gambrinus bought over Pilsner Urquell a long time ago. And was then working with his son and his brother, putting in little brew pubs. And that's where we met him, putting in the Two Cats brew pub there in the old town in Prague. And he invited me back to come back and brew with him and kind of take a brewery school. So I did that 8 months later. Now getting to the answer, when I was at the brewery school, I was brewing in the mornings with his son, Peter. And one of the beers we brewed that I could hardly stop drinking the rest of the time was Peter's Pilsner. It's a little hoppier than the traditional Pilsner. Like the IBUs there is almost like 32,
wow.
Whereas most Pilsners are 17 to 18.
That's what sold me on it, though. You said hoppy Pilsner. I said, okay, bring it.
Yeah. So it's great summer beer. It's been our flagship. The first one I brewed, brought it to my son's wedding, even before we were officially legal. And I've been drinking it ever since.
That's
awesome.
A good place to start this podcast.
Yeah, that's really cool.
What are you drinking, Casey?
So I'm drinking the it's Brutal Temptation. It's a beautiful IPA. It's really pretty in the glass, and it tastes delicious. Yeah, please. 6.8%. I think it's not the strongest beer up there, but it's.
Oh, I have some stronger ones. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got an Abbey Ale that's 8.5%. You got that aperitif is 11.
That's
which
easy.
I tried a while ago. The orange pineapple.
And then we got the
Here you go, Casey.
honey pecan is 14.
Is that what you're drinking?
14.2. No, I'm drinking the Czech Mex.
Well,
the Czech Mex.
Honey pecan's a stout?
No, it's a the recipe is Paulaner has strong beer fest. Actually, all of the breweries in Munich have strong beer fest on the Thursday after Ash Wednesday, if you ever get a chance to go to Munich at that time. And so the tradition was there that the monks from Munich brewed a very, very strong Bock to sustain them during Lent. The famous one now from Paulaner is called Salvatore.
Okay.
And that recipe is what I use to create the strong pecan Bock that is triple Bock pecan.
Okay. Right on. Okay.
And I added pecans, roasted pecans into it, just to make it Texas.
Right on. There you go. That's awesome. That's really cool. So you
Steve said he was drinking the Czech Mex, and I was just wondering, is that like historical Czech style mixed Mexican culture? No?
No, it's a Viennese lager.
Oh,
So, yeah, if y'all know the history, Maximilian came in 1862 to be emperor of Mexico. He brought his brewers. He was eventually executed, but his brewers were heralded and evolved that Viennese lager into Mexican lagers. So this just got a name as Czech Mex.
right
I
on.
love
But
it.
it's a Viennese lager.
a lot of Mexican lagers are Viennese. Is that
Yeah.
And then they kind of adopted corn and things like that. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they used whatever they could to either sweeten the beer or use it as part of the starches and sugars for the alcohol.
Fermentation, yeah.
And corn was much more available in most of Mexico in the late 1800s than barley.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's
I already can tell what kind of podcast this is going to be. I'm going to learn a lot today.
Yeah, no, I love it. So so we were talking about your brewing experience in Prague. You already brewed before then, I'm guessing. You had already had knowledge on brewing, or is that was your first experience?
Well, there's a difference between brewing with somebody who is a true brewmaster.
Right.
Joseph and Peter were true brewmasters versus reading how to do it on a homebrew system.
Right. Yeah.
And so it was just like night and day. And the systems were bigger, right? To homebrew versus, okay, this is a 20 barrel system,
Right.
And so and that was a big thing about the brewery school there was one, brewing with a brewmaster on a system that was big, and also going in the afternoons with Joseph to visit breweries. And then it was technical stuff, how did you store your yeast? Where did you get your yeast? What temperatures did you pull it off? What pumps do you have? What size valves do you need for this?
Right.
And so that's where the education came in.
Right on. So how old were you when you first brewed your own beer? Even at just at
Oh,
on
I
your
was
own?
probably in my early 50s, late 40s.
Okay.
I'm 68 now.
Okay. Right on. Nice. And I also read we read on the way here that you have you have a water filtration system that mimics the water of Czech Republic. Is that correct?
No, I have to. So I have a water well. We're very ecological out at the brewery. I have solar panels. I have a water well, a septic system that doesn't contaminate a city water system.
Right on.
But my water well had too much salt, and so I go through an RO. Then I add back the calciums and just a touch of magnesium to get me back to a Pilsner water.
Okay, that's cool. I like
That's
stuff like
interesting.
that. That is super interesting. And we also read that you use your spent grain you feed your cattle with.
I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not for sure whether I bought the cattle as a tax deduction, but they've certainly come in handy for consuming. I'm probably a favored cow owner because those cows, they love that spent malt.
Yeah.
They
Yeah?
smell it the day I brew, and they just line the fence line, just
That's really cool.
screaming at me.
If we have time, I want to go see the cows.
I know we talked about it. If we have time, we'd like to go to the
Yeah,
brewery and
sure.
check that out and see the cows too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a new baby that's 3 or 4 days old. So
Oh,
wow.
We have to go now.
Yeah, we gotta see. Yeah, see the little.
I know
baby
when we
cow.
first got here, Casey, because you have a kitchen. We're at the beer garden right now, and the brewery's 10 minutes away. But Casey was like, "Do y'all cook your own cows?
Well, and
Butcher your own cows?"
is that something that could be done? Is that
Well, the problem is that yes, I take my cows to a butcher and we get the meat. The butcher that is local is not USDA certified, and so I consume the beef between my family and or
Right.
sell it to friends as a half a cow is kind of the smallest you can do it.
okay?
So it's a disconnect between having the beef, but not being able to serve it here.
Right, and I'm sure the cost of even though they're your cattle, just having them processed could be pretty astronomical. I would imagine, especially under USDA regulations and all that.
It's not it's the USDA inspector has to be on site at the butcher's place the whole time.
Really?
Really?
Okay.
It's not a USDA, as best I understand, a USDA requirement that they have to come and inspect the cows.
Okay.
It's the butcher that they really have to watch over.
Right.
And
Okay.
and the local butcher says, I'm not having one of those girls here.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I gotcha.
I got you.
That's hilarious.
Dennis, I just want to let you know, I love the hand gestures, and you're not the first one to do it, but you keep covering up your face with the camera.
Oh,
When
okay.
you-
All right.
So yeah.
But I wanted to talk to Steve. So how did Steve come into the picture? He's kind of famous in Houston. Like, really, like these
guess.
people are like,
Stetsy
Stetsy Steve. He's the
Right.
guy.
Yeah. Actually, they had posted an ad on Indeed, and I answered it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was working with Silver Eagle at the time.
I didn't know you
and,
worked at Silver Eagle.
Yeah, I was at Silver Eagle for 13 years,
Wow.
and then I was at Del Papa before that for 4 years.
Okay.
So I've been in the industry since '99.
How long have you been with Stetsy?
8 years going on December 26th.
Okay.
Nice.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Now, people, and I was telling Casey, a lot of people say you're the hardest working person in craft beer. I get told that all the time. They're like, Steve's the guy.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, we know that you live in Hitchcock, so
Yeah.
you do travel a lot.
I travel a lot.
Yeah.
I cover a lot of ground between Galveston, Houston, College Station, Conroe, Woodlands, Cypress. So yeah,
Yeah, and you're the only sales rep
yes, right
for
now.
this brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know how that goes. Definitely, me and Brandon
Yeah.
do. Yeah, but yeah, and you're covering. So you're getting that Galveston, that South Side area.
Yeah.
You're obviously up here, in this area, Houston, of course, and then
College Station.
College Station,
College Station.
and
Yeah.
then you getting out into Katy area at all?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. So, but it's
And eventually, we talked about it before. You said conversations about Austin, San Antonio.
possibly in the future. We'll see. I know San Antonio's craft scene is really exploding.
Yeah.
And so that would be more package. Is that right?
Yeah.
More packaged beer.
and
Yeah,
kegs. Yeah.
and kegs. Okay. Uh-huh.
But that's way in the future.
Yeah.
Way in the
Yeah.
future. Okay.
Let's focus on Houston first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we still have some drinkers in Houston. I mean, it's definitely the market's the market's dropped a little bit, but we're all moving beer, so that's good.
Yeah. We got some pretty big events coming up too
Yeah.
for Houston as
Yeah.
well.
I just got the email the other day for Bruisology.
Yeah.
I
So we were
got
talking
that
about
too.
that, and I was like, man, I love Bruisology. It's such a fun event.
Yeah.
People show up for it.
Yeah.
You know, I might not be there. I go to Japan the next day.
Oh.
Yeah, so I can go do it, but I'm going to be tired to get on that plane, which maybe is what I should be doing.
Right.
Man, you got to go, though.
I'm thinking about
Maybe
it.
just
I
have
don't know.
somebody else tear it down for you.
Yeah, I was telling Chris, maybe I go do like the first half, and
Yeah. Yeah, go set it up and then have somebody else close it down. Yeah.
I don't know. I can't know. I don't think I can miss Brewology. You're right.
Oh man, it's just I love it. I got there so early last year. I was on the first floor, so I went in there and I was probably I think I was the first brewery to set up just so I could wander around the museum. And it was I had a great time. It was so much fun.
Have you ever going to check that one out, Dennis?
No, we
Haven't been
done
there.
that one.
Oh, you haven't been in
Yeah,
Brewology?
we haven't done that one.
Well, I think you could probably get in it. I could get what is it? What's the guy's name? That
Dan,
runs- Dan.
not Silverstein. It's something like that.
I could. We send you the email.
Silver
Yeah.
something.
When is what
It's
month is it?
June, right?
Yeah.
June.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I can look and make sure
June.
in a second.
It
but-
would be June 3rd because I'm going to Japan June 4th.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, no, it's a great event. So what events are y'all
I know
geared
he's
up
doing the
for?
Ruck March one with Dan, with the other Dan.
Right.
We were talking about that the other day.
Yeah, we haven't done too many events here lately. No. we
Yeah,
haven't.
wintertime is kind of,
Yeah.
even though it's not really that wintry.
Right.
Well, can you tell us a little bit about that Ruck March one a little bit? I know you're one of the first breweries to sign up for that one.
Yeah. So it's Dan had asked me to kind of head up and invite some of the breweries to kind of head up the beer fest that he's
It's a ruck march to a beer fest.
Right. Yes. So yeah, it's a 11-mile run or whatever, and then there's going to be stations along in Leak City where they're going to be doing certain activities.
When is this?
It's in March.
In March.
Yeah.
I was talking to Chris about the other day. Right now I'm a maybe, but I'm definitely a possibly.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to ruck. I did a lot of rucking back in the day when I was in the Army. I don't have any desire to ruck, but maybe I could pour some beers.
Yeah.
Explain what that is?
That's when you put a bunch of gear on, like over 100 pounds, and you walk for miles.
Point A to point B.
Yeah.
So you're weighted down?
Yeah, you're weighted down.
Man, okay. I thought it sounded like it was going to be much cooler than what you just described. I thought it sounded like some kind of hockey sort of sport.
I don't know if are they going to have we wearing 100 pounds? Maybe they're not going to go full Army, are they?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's still in the beginning planning, I guess, of it. But yeah, he's been talking about it for a while. Dan has.
I think Halo signed on to
Project Halo's on it.
Project Halo.
Well, that
Right
makes
on.
sense. They're very like military oriented.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
What about Devil in the Deep? They going to do it?
I don't know. I've reached out to him, so we'll see. I haven't heard anything back.
Because it's
yet.
down in that area, correct?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that-
in League City.
I was
Yeah,
thinking he's
yeah.
also Eric's a veteran as well.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be fun.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Doesn't sound fun to me.
The rucking part does not sound fun.
Well,
Beer-
we don't have to do the
I will
rucking part.
watch
Right.
while and
Yeah.
drink while y'all ruck.
Y'all have any cool events out here in Lovelady?
We have a trail run, usually in September, October. Trail run on the where the brewery is. We kind of just take, I got a little dozer and I kind of just make us a trail and measure out 5K and kind of say go in 9 o'clock in the morning and
Right.
some come back at 9:15, some come back at 10:30.
Right
Because
on.
I usually put some beer out there. And
Is it from the brewery to the beer garden?
no, that'd be too far. But kind of the brewery through the woods and then a couple of beer stations and then back to the brewery.
That's pretty cool. Nice.
Okay.
So you can kind of drink along the run if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then we have Love Fest.
Okay.
Kind of a music festival. We're blessed with some really good musicians right here. And we kind of just said, look, let's showcase these great local musicians. And so, into September, early October, we've been having a weekend and they'll just play.
Okay.
It's heavy with country and western, as you can
I was going to
imagine
ask
out
what kind
here.
of style of music we're kind of looking at, but it's mostly country western.
But there's one kid. He's like a prodigy. I think he's like 12 or 13 now.
Oh,
But he's
wow.
been
I
playing
love
out
stuff
here
like that.
for like 5 years.
That's cool.
And he plays old rock and roll. I
Yeah.
mean, it's
Very cool.
Yeah. And then there's actually one guy that is very much, buddy guy playing on the guitar, sliding
blues
playing
and-
the blues.
Yeah.
But otherwise it's heavy country western.
That's really cool. I mean, I feel like blues, and especially if you're talking about like old rock and roll, like Buddy Holly kind of stuff, or
Is that the brewery or the beer garden?
So it's been the beer garden, but we're switching it because it's gotten so big and popular. We're going to do it at the brewery.
Is the brewery like a bigger space?
Oh yeah, it's in the country.
Okay, we need to go check that out after this.
Yeah.
For sure.
well, you got a stage here.
Yeah, you do
Steve
have a
was telling me that
stage.
you guys just added a bunch of stuff outside recently, and it's awesome out there. I mean, it's such a beautiful day. I kind of almost wish we were outside.
Well, I suggested it. For
I
a
know,
second.
but it's. I was out there doing some social media stuff a minute ago, and I was like, man, it feels so great outside. And there's a stage in the corner. There's plenty of tables and there's benches, all that good stuff out there.
Yep.
And it's covered.
Tonight we're having
yeah.
comedy night.
Oh wow.
There's a comedian named Charles. I think his last name is Allen, Charles Allen. And he is just hilarious. Matter of fact, I think that he did some circuits in Las Vegas and LA, but he's here in like 2 towns over, where he was born and raised. And
Groveton, right? Groveton. I think that's.
can't tell you for sure. Anyway, he is hilarious funny. So he's put together some other locals are friends. And actually, there was one guy from L.A. that he knew flew in, and
Wow.
we've had comedy night. We're
That's
having
cool.
comedy night tonight.
That's cool. So is it family friendly or is it more adult oriented?
It was always kind of stressed to be family oriented, but comedians don't always play the rules.
No, they
do
don't.
not, yeah.
And those are usually the funnier ones.
And they are the funnier ones.
I'm
Yeah.
glad when they don't. Though. It's definitely a better experience. And it's steak night tonight, right?
Yes, steak night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good combination.
Yeah, that is. I think it'll be a good crowd for sure. It's such a pretty day, and yeah, I mean, comedy draws people out. I learned that by doing a little bit of comedy shows at Ingenious. It really does draw a specific kind of crowd.
Good. Then you're on tonight.
There we go. Yeah. Put me up there. I need a few more of these brutal temptations before. I
Well,
get
you
up
have
there.
until 9 o'clock.
Yes,
There you
I
go.
do have
Get a
plenty of
few
time.
So compared to the brewery, from what I understand, we were talking about like because I wasn't aware that there was 2 locations when we set this up, and Steve and me were texting back and forth, and he was like, "Do you want to do the beer garden? Do you want to do the brewery?" And we were trying to figure out which one would be better for this. So there's less taps at the brewery, right?
There's not really any taps.
Oh,
I built a beer box, which is a container that I cut a wall out of and put a cooling unit on one side, so I can put 8. I have 8 taps there, but that's just kind of like special events or whatever. I'll fill that up.
right on.
This is easier.
That was kind of
the beer here.
He asked me if I had a preference, and I was like, "Well, where is the most beer?" And then also food. I was like, especially if the tap room makes their own food, serves their own food,
Which
I
you
want
do,
to
yeah.
try. And you guys do. You have a full menu. Y'all are doing steak night tonight, and also while doing steak night, serving your menu, which has burgers, sandwiches. You got a fried appetizer that I got a little sample of. Everything was excellent.
The jalapeno poppers was great.
Yeah, I'm sitting here still snacking on the I could eat okra, all
okra,
day.
yeah.
I love okra.
Yeah.
Yeah. So very good food so far. I'm excited. The kitchen opens up today at 5:30. I think steak night starts at 8.
No,
whatever.
you can get a steak at 5:30.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Awesome.
that's in an hour.
I mean, yeah, you are correct, sir, on the dot.
We usually go about 2 hours on this podcast, and we take a break in the middle. I didn't really tell you all that before we started, but I'm sure Steve's watched an episode or 2. Yeah. Okay.
So one thing I was interested in was that you guys operate on a 30-barrel system. Is not
Oh,
what
yes.
not what I expected.
That was an economic labor choice. I assumed in the middle of out here in Lovelady that I would be doing the brewery all by myself, which by and come and go, it's pretty much the case. So I didn't want to spend, 3 days a week brewing. So I decided to just brew this one time, fill it up, and then be done for, a certain amount of time. So it was a labor choice, not a stainless steel economic choice.
Yeah, but you're brewing, and then you're emptying your fermenters, and then you're brewing again because you have I don't even know how many beers you have on tap. A lot more than I
What
expected.
is it, 12?
That's a hefty
It's
amount.
more than 12.
and different flavors, lots of
You got a
traditionals,
seltzer.
And then
quite a few lagers.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's not even like all of them.
No.
No.
There's a couple that have been brewed and sitting in cakes.
Okay.
So
So for experimentation, do you just kind of just roll that dice? I'm doing 30 barrels of this, and we're gonna see how it goes.
no, I have 3 fermenters that are 10.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
That's cool. That's cool. So you can brew 10 barrels on a 30-barrel system.
You can. You just cut way back down on your malt bill.
Right. Yeah.
So I just brew less in the 30-barrel brew
Got
counter.
it. Yeah. There you go. That's cool. Very that answers a lot of my questions because I was like, man, 30 barrels. We were on the way here. I was like,
It is a lot, yeah.
that's as big. That's we were just at Tejas, and that's what they do, and they're just a huge downtown operation. So I kind of expected them, especially since they took over the Buffalo Bayou's
that's right.
equipment.
Yeah.
I just assumed it's got to be pretty big if they took over the Buffalo Bayou brew deck. So to see that y'all are doing that, that's pretty incredible. But also hearing your background too, I'm sure that you were just like kind of like this. I know what to do with this bad boy. Like, so that's pretty cool.
Well, difference between home brewing and bigger tanks, it's easier.
Yeah, really. Yeah. And I know this from, I've never brewed, but I've learned a lot from brewers and being in the industry. It's not 30 barrels does not mean that you just, multiply it by 20 or how, 30 or whatever. There's a science to it.
The taking care of the yeast.
Yeah. Okay. And your water profile, which I thought was really cool because New Magnolia, I like to give them a lot of props for their water profiles. They tend to mimic whatever water profile that meets the standards of the style of beer that they're making, which is pretty cool. I find that very, very interesting. I think a lot of breweries probably just kind of just take their. I mean, everybody's water's treated, but you have a shot you're shooting for.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really cool.
What is and I know the blueberry is a big one for y'all. But would you say that's your most popular beer that comes out of here?
It originally was.
Right.
That was the one we kind of hit as far as popularity when we first got started.
Yeah.
But the Checkmac's actually is our biggest seller now.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. I remember the blueberry. Like we were talking about that a while ago because I worked at Crisp, and that was I think the knowledge of Stesti being a brewery. When I was working there, and I don't know if you were the rep back then or not.
I don't know.
Somebody came in there and sold us blueberry lager, and we kept it on full time, and it was a banger. I mean, we sold a lot of it.
I think that's the one I see out in the wild the most.
Yeah.
You don't have to go under.
But yeah, that was. I mean, you said you've been with the company for 8 years.
8 years, yeah.
But that wasn't from the beginning. When did it open?
2013.
Okay. Yeah. That aligns with me being at Crisp. Yeah, because I was there at that time. Yeah.
Yep.
2013?
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's around the craft beer
That
boom.
was before I got into that was before Megaton, before I got into the brewing industry. So I was, but I loved beer, and that place had 25 taps. Back then we weren't allowed to rotate as much. We only had 4 taps so we could rotate. Everything else had to stay stagnant.
What do they
And
have,
Blueberry
like 8
Lager
now?
ended up becoming this is a
Staple.
mainstay. Yeah.
Got like 8 taps at Chris now?
Uh,
Is it more than that?
No, they have 20. Well, it's 24. I counted
Whoa.
20. I counted 25 because they used to have a cask.
But not right out there in the front. They
Yeah,
don't.
that's
really
24.
Is
yeah.
it on one on each side or?
No, it's all in one row.
In
yeah,
the middle,
and
right?
yeah, it's all in the middle. I mean, it's
I was just there the other day. I didn't realize
they have
had
that
so
big
many taps.
wraparound bar right in the middle of the restaurant, and there's 24 taps. And then I always said 25 because they had a cask.
That
They
cask,
serve cask. I don't
right.
think they do anymore. I mean, you had to pump it and all that stuff. It was old school. It was really cool, but we never sold. You get a beer nerd in there every once in a blue moon. It's like, what do you got on cask? Let me try that. They did have one, and that was it. So beer would just sit there, and then they have an amazing wine selection on top of that. And,
Really great, yeah.
And then since I have been departed from there, they got a liquor license and started doing liquor as well. I
Really
think.
good food if you ever get a
Excellent
chance to
food,
go
yeah.
out there.
But yeah, the blueberry lager was a big hit, and I remember that was right after you guys opened and started distributing. It might have been maybe 2014 by the time. Does that sound about right? Like
Yep.
from opening to distribution.
That's kind of like right around the craft beer boom when it
Right at the
take
beginning.
off. Yeah.
right at the takeoff.
That's when I got into craft beer.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. What else you got?
Tell us about Lovelady. Like, what is there to do out here in Lovelady?
We're busy hunting season. A lot of people come from the city to come to their lease starting probably in September. Come work their lease, put the corn out, the feeders, and then they come here and eat and drink.
You got a lot of people in camo walking into the
Well,
brewery
we
and
do.
the beer garden.
Actually, we capitalized on it. There's a couple of shirts that are like
Oh yeah.
Camo.
have
That's
deer
neat.
antlers on them and
Beer
camo.
camp.
Yep,
Oh yeah, and then the happiness thing. The Stesti means happiness.
that's
correct?
right.
Yeah.
That's
That's right.
happiness
And,
in Czech.
and we read a little bit about the origin of the name, which I think was great for you. If you'd like to explain that.
Yeah. So after doing brewery school, I still had lots of questions. Peter was the most responsive as far as emails, and so I would email Peter. Okay, Peter, I can't get this. What can I use? All right. And so Peter would email me back and put at the bottom of his email Debu Stesti. And I translated it. It translates as God gives happiness.
Say it again. Sorry.
God gives happiness.
No. How did you say it?
Debu Stesti.
Okay.
He was trying to say it on the way here.
I was butchering it to all hell. Yeah.
I wasn't even going to attempt it, to be
No,
honest.
he would. Yeah. But
So
that's cool.
De is God, like deity, and Bu is us, and then Stesti is happiness. So God gives us happiness.
Okay.
That's really cool.
And usually the salutation, but for drinking beer is na zdravi a Stesti, to your health and happiness. But the brewmasters have a special salutation between themselves. So between brewers, it's Debu Stesti. And so then I thought, okay, we've got to use this as a name. That's where we originally started that.
I remember wondering how the name came about when I first heard about it. That's really cool. And then you have shirts that say Stesti equals happiness, and you've got several of them, so different colors. You got a lot of merch, which is really cool.
Really great. Really cool stuff, too.
Yep.
What was the decision to open such a large scale brewery in Lovelady?
So the family land, I lived here.
Okay.
And this is where I was going to retire and spend my senior years.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wasn't going to sit idly. And so
You got to do something.
yeah, you got to do something. So built a brewery.
So what'd you do before?
I was a teacher.
Oh, really? Okay. What did you teach?
I taught surgical trauma, surgical ICU.
Okay. So college professor, teach like what?
Yeah, I was a
Okay.
tenured professor.
Wow, that's awesome.
I went to medical school at UTMB and stayed. Did my surgical residency, did training in ICU and trauma,
Wow.
and then stayed in Galveston.
Right on.
Eventually made tenured professor and got tired of it and decided to just come back
You
out
don't
here.
have to do that every time.
You probably know I had a car accident when I was 16. I got a tracheotomy tracheotomy, whatever it is. You probably have a lot of experience in that kind of stuff.
I've done a few.
Yeah, that's intense.
How does that translate to beer, though?
Oh, you drink a few beers after you've been on your trauma calls.
Literally what I was thinking when you asked that question. I was like, I can only imagine how much. Yeah, you need a little balance.
I just
there.
had to ask it.
Yeah, absolutely. Though that's pretty interesting because I can imagine.
Yeah.
Surgeons, teachers, it all falls in line.
Yeah.
And that's why some of the comedy night is like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done a few skits.
So you get up and do stand
Oh,
up.
that's cool.
Yeah, well, my wife gave me a hard time about it because I started off. I said, "Look, we're going to have clean comedy night," and then I did a talk about finding a diaphragm in a lady's
In her vagina.
in her vagina. That was she had used Welch's grape jelly instead of normal Vaseline jelly to insert it, so it was pretty nasty. And then I talked about
The Cheetos
other things in
one, right?
rectums that I'd found over the years on being on trauma call, and
The Cheetos.
Oh
orange.
yes, yeah, the orange penis. There was so I quickly digressed.
Did you
from
say orange penis?
Yes.
Well, you got to tell the story.
Yeah.
All right. So I was later on in trauma call. I was down in the emergency room, and everybody could not figure out why
Steve is cracking up right now.
why this man had an orange penis. So he was actually getting, I think, admitted to psych ward, but the psychiatrists need everything medically checked out before they put him on a psych ward. So psychiatrists are noted for doing lots of consults at the last minute. So one of them was a consult to the urologist, and the urology resident had been on my service as on surgical trauma. So he saw me. He says, "Dr. Gore, I cannot figure out. Can you look at this?" So sure enough, he had an orange penis. And I started asking him. I said, "Well, got to the story. Anyway, he had been divorced, separated from his wife. He started watching a lot of pornography, and enjoyed Cheetos.
Good Lord. But it stained to where it couldn't be washed out?
Well, I'm sure he was going to a psych ward for depression. You can imagine he probably didn't wash all that much.
Oh, okay. So this wasn't over the course of like time. This was just a one. All right, we're gonna check him out today. He's
When he
coming
first
in.
said it, I thought it was our president. I'm going to be honest.
Orange. Everything's orange though with that man. So, but yeah, it's funny because one of the owners of Ingenious is a urologist, and so I heard some funny penis stories, especially because he there for a time he had to work on guys that were in prison, and some of the stuff that they do to themselves in prison.
So he must have been at UTMB too.
I'm honestly not sure. I don't know, but Justin Jorfy is who I'm talking about, and yeah, he told us stories about them inserting, like cutting themselves and inserting coins and all sorts of
all
weird
kinds of
things.
things.
And then doing things just to have to go get checked out, just to get out of their normal routine. And yeah, but some of the stories are pretty wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild. That is wild.
That is wild. But yeah, now you're here and relaxing and not having to worry about all
After
that
that,
stuff.
you're like, I could use some more beer in my life.
Yeah, more beer, less of this. Yeah, less orange penis.
Do you have is there a lot of other bars out here in Lovelady? Is there any competition out
No,
here?
actually, Houston County was dry until about 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh wow. Okay.
So
how did that work with? Is that before this was open? You just had the brewery open, or
yeah, so we would on Saturdays open the brewery. You couldn't officially charge anybody, but we would serve crawfish in the spring and maybe some barbecue and sausages in the afternoons. People would come out. We would charge them for the food, and beer was free.
Beer was free, right?
Sounds like COVID rules.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, used to, I think that the old rules were, because when St. Arnold first opened, and for a long time, you bought the tokens.
Yes.
You didn't pay for the beer.
That's right.
That's
You
how,
bought
and then they
tokens.
had to offer the tour. That was also part of it too. That
Yeah.
you had to allow for a tour.
Yep.
Yeah,
Wooden
Now-
tokens. I think I probably have a few still.
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah. I miss those days. It was just that was kind of just
I like tokens. I miss tokens.
Yeah, Backview still does the tokens, which is really cool.
I think they're the only ones. Eighth Wonder stopped.
Yeah.
Who else? I got tokens from all kinds of breweries that I still have.
Yeah.
They're collector items now.
Yeah, that's
we
pretty much.
we have tokens for DECA, but they're more for like giving out at events, or people can buy tokens to give out to their friends or family.
That's cool.
We accept them, but that's not how you would just normally come in there and start a
I feel
tab
like you
with
got
your-
more bang for your buck back then. I guess everything.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I used to lose those Eighth Wonder tokens.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I bought 3 for $15. I've only got 1 now. I don't know did I drink that or did I lose it? I'm not sure. So I don't know. I think it balances out. But yeah, I do kind of like that too. A lot of people do. I remember when Megaton first opened, people are like, "Why aren't y'all doing tokens like
Bottle
Backview?"
caps. It would have made sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's the currency in Fallout with the brewery is based on.
Oh, okay.
That's why. Yeah, you probably heard a lot of that.
I actually no, I don't remember hearing that specifically. I just remember people were so used to Backview's way of doing things, and since they're neighbors,
Yeah.
and so close to each other.
Well,
it was a
in
lot.
the beginning in the Houston area, a lot of the big breweries, like you said, St. Arnold, Eighth Wonder, Carbach did tokens. I
tokens,
don't know
yeah.
if they still do tokens.
I have
haven't
no
been to-
idea.
I haven't been to Carbach.
Yeah, but I remember the bottle caps at Eighth Wonder were always rad. They always had really cool artwork.
I always
on 'em.
loved those, yeah.
and I remember I would stuff them. I had a backpack that I would carry around, and
But
there
we
was
still,
always
all
full
the
of
time
tokens.
at Megaton, people come in, they're like, oh, you'll take caps? Because that's what they call it in Fallout.
That makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah,
and they want to spend their hard-earned caps at the brewery.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool. I like that.
So there's no, and I know I just asked it. So no other bars, no competition. So it's just these two Stetsis out here in the Lovelady.
Yeah, and Lovelady.
Yeah.
There is a couple bars in Crockett, and there's a couple in Trinity. But
Okay.
a population of 600 really can't handle too many bars.
Right. Yeah. yeah. I did notice when we were pulling up, there's a Masonic Lodge right next door.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Do you ever?
Yeah,
get,
we're in the financial district. There's a insurance company just on the side of the place. And there's a bank just on the other side of
Right.
Masonic Lodge.
Yeah.
So
We're in downtown
We're
Lovelady.
financial district. of
Yeah. Yeah, I just noticed that when we were pulling in, and there's a Masonic Lodge that took over an old church right by Decca also. So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if there has to be people there because I drive past it a lot, and there's chairs and there's stuff moved around in the back. So there's definitely some hanging out that goes on. But I just wondered if maybe they kind of trickle over here like after their meetings and whatnot. And
Thursday nights.
Thursday night after the lodge meeting, we're going to Stesti. That's all I
no
know.
problem. Come in.
We were on our way up here. We stopped at Dr. Coffee, and we each got a coffee. And I asked them. I said, "No." They said, "Where are you going?" I said, we're going to Lovelady." They said, "There's nothing in Lovelady."
They had a whole conversation.
We did have a whole conversation. She said, "There's nothing in Lovelady." I said, "That you're wrong. There's 2 Stesti locations in Lovelady."
Yeah, I was like, how much coffee has she had? I love that about going to coffee places. You're like, don't bother them. And then you get there and you're like, oh, they want to talk more than I do. All
You know, I'll
jacked up on
talk to
caffeine.
anybody.
Oh, you will. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yet again, thanks for having us out here. It was a fun trip getting out here. And,
Really is nice,
and I
yeah.
make it sound like we're done. We're not even close to done, guys. But
No, but I do need it. I'm ready for a pee break and another
we can
beer.
go ahead and take a break.
Yeah, I'm ready for another beer and a pee break and maybe some more of this okra because I'm just
Okay, let's
smashing
take
it.
a break and we'll come back.
Awesome.
All right.
I need a beer too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Are you someone who loves beer and is looking for a bigger home so you have more room for that beer? Are you looking to move closer to your favorite brewery or bottle shop? Whatever the reason, you need to call Hugh Height, the Texas Beer Realtor. Hugh is a craft beer fan looking to help out his fellow hopheads any way he can with their real estate needs. That's Hugh Height, TexasBeerRealtor.com or 281-939-8182.
Hey, everybody, we're back from our break. Episode 23 of Beer Someone at Stesti Beer Garden here in Lovelady. And I'm having a great time. And I've tried so many beers already.
Yeah, and they've all been bangers. All of them been really good. And we were just talking a second ago. We have a Kolsch on our flight paddle.
We got a flight.
We did get a flight.
This is the second podcast and you have a flight in front of you in your camera view.
Oh, you can see it?
Yeah,
Nice. Beautiful. Yeah, we have there's a Kolsch that's brewed. You said it's by the Lovelady councilman.
Yeah, the councilman.
Yeah.
He's come out to he's actually an electrical engineer and kind of came out here just to get out of the country and suffer through a long commute. And he's awesome. He does our karaoke.
Ooh, that Chex Mix. Oh my God, I just tried the Chex Mix. I'm sorry.
good.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You keep going.
And he's a home brewer. And so he comes out to the brewery and he gave me a sample of his Kolsch that he brewed. It was over the top, really good.
Kolsch is really great as well. Yeah, I just tried that as well.
Super yummy. Very
So
light.
we used his recipe. We brewed together, and we brewed his Councilman's Kolsch. This is the name of it.
Councilman's Kolsch.
Councilman's Kolsch.
But it's spelled with a K.
With the K.
Yeah, love that.
Trying to be a little European.
And the bartender was telling me that it's more of a German style rather than a Czech style.
Yes, Kolsch's are farmhouse
Traditional.
ales,
Yeah.
mostly in the northern and western part of Germany.
So if someone from the Czech Republic was going to make a Kolsch, they would still have to make it under the German guidelines. Is that to be considered a Kolsch? Is that-
Czechs wouldn't care. They just do what they wanted to.
Okay, right. Okay. All right, cool.
May I ask what beers that y'all got this time?
I'm still drinking the Czech Max.
Is that your go-to?
Yeah, that's my go.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
My flight glass with my lime in it right here. It's absolutely delicious. What are you drinking on, Dennis?
So I'm doing the St. Willie's, the Trappist ale.
Okay.
Nice.
And I tried that one. That's the one one of those Belgians you just poured off me
Yes.
the side on the break.
Yep. It's the Trappist ale yeast, but it's a Belgian blonde.
Oh yes, the blonde. And then you also
It's a
poured
triple,
me
so it's almost 9%.
Oh,
Nice.
oh wow.
So
And then you also poured me the other one. You were telling me that y'all used pears instead.
yes, Hogarden,
Yeah.
Celis, become Hogarden Celis for the Austin people, and the other one that's national. I'm trying to think of the name of Blue Moon. They all have the same recipe. It's a Belgian wheat, and they all pretty much add orange peels. But I was going to be a little different. I had pear trees in the backyard. I thought, okay, let's do pears instead of orange
Oh,
peels.
so these are pears out of your backyard. Even cooler.
Wow.
That's cool. Because
That is cool.
Most breweries just buy the product and you're sourcing it from your backyard. That's pretty badass.
Well, that was the trial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's delicious. I tried it a second ago, and it was, I mean, that on a hot day.
Yes.
Oh man, that beer is really tasty.
What's
a
the
good-
percentage on that one?
I think it's only like six, 5 or 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 5.6.
Okay.
5.6. There we
Y'all
go.
lean a little bit higher ABV on most of your beers, huh?
The standard for most Czech lagers is right around 5.
Okay.
Belgians, as you know, can be 8 or 9. And then
I'm just looking at the tap wall, and I see
Yeah.
most of them are above 6.
yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't taste like they're
They don't.
6%.
I've enjoyed everything I've tried. I
Yeah.
think I've almost tried everything. I know we got the honey pecan over here on the flight. That's 14%. So we'll be trying that. You know what? Pass that to me. While we're
There's
it's the dark one right there.
There's some low ABV ones. There's some 4%ers. There's Tractor Juice. What is Tractor Juice?
So my neighbors would, of course, when I opened the brewery,
Oh.
they
Sorry, that was good. No, that sounded like a bad but it was a good
It was like a shocking, like,
It was a shock
yeah.
to my system for sure.
So so we can talk about Tractor Juice in a second, but I'll tell you about the honey pecan.
Okay.
It's kind of a combination of two things going on. One is the strong triple box, like I mentioned, the Salvatore from Praliner. that
Salvatore.
strong Bach. But then I tried to make it a little Texan flair, right? So the roasted pecans. The Czechs also will take some beer and sweeten it. And I thought, well, I'm going to sweeten it with the local honey. And so that's why a honey pecan strong triple Bach.
Yeah.
Kind of a
That is
little bit together.
That's got some complexity to it. It's got some tartness to it,
Very flavorful.
There's a lot going on.
and it is really interesting and tasty. I like that a
yeah,
lot.
and strong.
Yeah. And
Are those
strong.
pecans from your house as well?
No, there is a pecan. I guess it's called an pecan orchard that is on the road from Highway 21, and we get our pecans from them. I smash them up, roast them in the oven, and pitch them in.
Do they add their own sweetness or no?
No, the sweetness comes from the honey.
It comes just from
The
the honey.
roasted
Okay.
pecan's just that. I don't
Roasty.
think there's really any sweetness in
Roasty
that.
nuttiness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right on. That's really cool.
I gotta say,
It's a
I
really
agree
cool
with
beer.
Steve though. I could see this Tex-Mex being like a new go-to for me. It's really easy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I just squeeze a little bit of this lime in there, and oh
I
my
had
God.
a sip a while ago, and I really liked that one. But yeah, go ahead and tell us about the Tractor Juice.
Oh, so it's Tractor Juice. So I opened up the brewery. Of course, all my neighbors come over, start drinking some of the beer. Their main complaint, because they were all drinking the lights, right? And they would get their 12-pack, put it in their tractor, start their day, and they would start, doing all the tractor rows. When they would get a 6-pack of the Pilsner, they all complained that after about 6, they had trouble staying in line and keeping their tractor straight. So I brewed my neighbors a lighter Pilsner. I think it's 3.5? 3.7?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's a lighter Pilsner, and I named it Tractor Juice because they needed something to drink all day.
That's so the expectations I had for that story, your story lived up to those expectations. Kind of figured that was where it was headed. Yeah. That's pretty cool. They're
All
kind
I'm
of
thinking in my
zigzagging
head
out
is
there.
the song started in my head. 2 of them actually, but it's like she thinks my tractor's sexy. Just driving along, drinking
You're
that
just
beer.
jamming that and chugging Tractor Juice.
Yeah, I could see it. We got stuck behind a tractor on the way up here.
That's a good video opportunity right there. I don't know how much y'all do. I've checked out your social media on the way here. Who does the social media, by the way?
So my wife, until just a week or 2 ago, she
Yeah,
started
which is
kind of
nice.
passing it on to a friend of Stesti, Steve.
Okay, right on.
Do you call him Stetsy Steve too?
Wait, a friend of yours?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
a
not
friend
you.
of mine.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
I did a little of the social media in the beginning, but
Yeah.
we've
like, I don't know
hired
where
a
to put it.
professional.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to. It's very important to have that out there. And have
And
your-
we just started a TikTok account too, as well.
Oh, right
So,
on. That's
yeah.
cool. Right on. That's cool. TikTok is such a. It's such a different. It's a game changer compared to Facebook.
Oh, you
and
on
Instagram.
TikTok?
Right. Yeah, we just started a TikTok.
Get a lot more reach on there for
Yeah,
whatever
for
reason
sure.
that is. It is you can get a better reach for sure.
Yeah. Well, the demographic that we're trying to reach is that's
Younger people.
Yeah,
You're trying to get
people.
younger people in the brewery.
Right.
Are y'all having the? This is the. So I don't even think we've mentioned this. This is our first podcast really outside the Houston area.
Yeah.
And it's something we've noticed in the Houston area, especially in the last year, is that younger people aren't going to breweries as much. Are y'all having that same problem out here in Lovelady?
Not really. I mean, much of our demographics is an older population because that's who lives here.
Yeah.
You know, but there's a fair number of young people that are coming in asking for a light beer, and then they start off with Tractor Juice, and then the second and third time they come in, they drink the Check Mix, and then the third and fourth time they come in, they're on Space Cowboy.
Right on.
And then
So we've
eventually
had-
the honey pecan.
yeah, right.
Yes, their last or next to the last drink of the night will be the honey pecan.
Right on. I wonder if you're able to draw that crowd in on a comedy night because it seems like that just brings in all ages.
Yes.
Yeah.
From all over too. Yeah.
Right on. So they travel a little bit.
They travel a little bit.
That's cool. Very cool. I mean, why
I-
not? You know, where else are you going to get that in this area?
Right.
That's right.
Where you're not having to pay, X amount of dollars.
What does an average beer cost here?
I think it's $4.50.
That's wow.
Nuh-uh.
That's reasonable.
Really?
That's very reasonable.
Yes, there was a couple. There's 3 or 4 of them from Austin. They were sitting out here. I gave them a flight. I gave them a couple beers. I didn't give them to them. I sold them.
Right.
And I gave them their bill, and it was like $16. They just laughed, just rolling over laughing.
Is that a benefit of working with a 30 barrel system? Is that where that kind of makes sense?
Yes, my economics, for one, being out here in the middle of nowhere, is I don't have to pay a warehouse fee, or my solar helps with keeping my costs down. So yeah, I think it does help economics to be out here a little bit and own the land where I have everything.
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
have to pay for water. I don't have to pay for sewer. I don't have, my utilities cut down a little bit. So
Did you know you wanted to do solar? Is that something you?
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
You gotta
trying
try
to.
these fried pickles, by the way.
I have one. They're delicious. Yeah. I love.
I was trying to reduce. I would love to say I'm trying to help the world. I was really trying to keep my costs down,
Yeah. Right.
and I was trying to take advantage of some tax deductions and do the right thing, and that was part of it.
Yeah. Did you have like a local business come out and set you up with that, or
Yeah.
how does that? Okay.
Yep.
Right on. Very cool.
What's
Very cool.
the next closest brewery to y'all?
There's one
Lucky
in
19.
one in Huntsville, and then one
That's
in
Lucky 19's. I know Lucky 19. That's the next closest brewery to y'all?
I think so.
Wow.
And then there was one in Trinity, but he closed a few years ago.
Rusty Gate.
Yeah, he
Oh,
closed.
okay.
Yeah.
And then there's one in Nacogdoches.
Okay.
What's the one in Nacogdoches called?
Oh, it's I've heard of
I've heard
this
of it as
brewery,
well.
Yeah.
I'm
They
just trying
came
to
in
remember what it's
ingenious. It's gonna drive me nuts now.
Oh, it was named after the revolution that they had in Nacogdoches back in the 1800s. Freestonia, something like that.
I'm just going to look it up.
All right, look it up. Yeah.
Y'all can keep guessing.
I just remember they came into Ingenious and they brought, usually if somebody from another brewery brought in a
Freedonia.
There you go.
Freedonia.
Yeah. And
Y'all
they
are
brought a
faster than
6-pack.
Google.
Yeah, and then usually if a brewery brought in a 6-pack from their brewery, we'd hook them up. We take care of them.
Yeah.
That was always the give and take.
Yep.
You been to any of the Houston breweries, Dennis?
I have a good friend in the Galveston Brewery, Galveston Island.
Galveston Island?
So I go there, when I'm in Galveston, when I go back to visit home or Galveston, I'll go to Galveston Island.
You
Love
care to
Galveston.
say that person's name or?
Well, it's Mark.
Okay,
Is
okay.
the owner.
The owner, yeah,
And,
okay,
Jason, the brewer.
Okay, right on. I've had the opportunity to meet Mark. I was just there with my family. We generally try to go by there. My wife's dad lives in Lake Jackson. A lot of times we'll hang out there on the weekend, and then Sunday we roll over to Galveston. We always stop at Galveston Island Brewing. And I was just at the bar one day asking the girl behind the bar about their POS because they use Toast. And he heard me talking. I didn't know who he was, and he just starts talking to me, and then I realized like, oh, you're like the owner. Okay, all right, super cool dude.
Yes.
And then of course we love Leo, which
Love Leo. I
Leo
met Mark
Longoria
at the
is
last
awesome.
guild meeting, by the way. He was very kind.
yeah. That's awesome. That's cool. How'd y'all meet?
I walked into his brewery.
Yeah, there you go.
He was just building it, and he was kind of adapting to bigger equipment with a big brew kettle with a fire underneath, and I just introduced myself, said I'm interested in beer too. And
Yeah,
started
y'all just hit it
talking.
off. That's
You know,
cool.
before when you were outside and Dennis just walked in and I got to meet him, I told him that we were doing Live Oak on our next one, and he said, "What's the gentleman we're doing?" Chip.
Okay.
Who we're doing the podcast with Troy next week.
Okay, cool.
In 2
Yeah,
weeks.
Super
Yeah.
excited about that.
Yeah,
That'll
Chip's
be
very cool.
okay.
So
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
What's that? And he told him to
just
tell
booked
him, he said hi.
we just booked our hotel room today. One queen bed.
No.
Nice.
No, you can get
He
me in
didn't, he didn't
trouble.
look at the confirmation. He doesn't know what he's in for. We're snuggling, buddy. No, we got two double beds, but man, the cost was like ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
It was like $60 for a red roof plus. So
Yeah.
right off 35. We're 13 minutes from Live Oak.
We're right between Pint House, St. Elmo.
Meanwhile,
and meanwhile,
there's quite a few breweries in that area where we're staying.
it's probably my favorite area in
We're going to try to
Austin.
hit as many as we can, but a lot of them don't stay open super late. So
Yeah.
we'll do our best.
We got one of their tanks, don't we? The Live Oaks, the fermenter.
So yes, I'll give you some history.
This is a good story here.
I'm trying to think of Kevin's last name. The original brewer for all of Texas started a little brewery in Austin called Waterloo, and it didn't last long. But he's first brewery in Texas, Chip hired him to run Live Oak for the longest time. And so I knew him back then because Chip's Live Oak was over there by the German Beer Garden. I can't think of the name of it over there. Anyway, my friend went to work out in Alpine, Big Bend Brewery, and had a bunch of tanks out there, and they were his original tanks from Waterloo Brewery there on
badass.
Lavaca. And they were converted dairy tanks because when he first got started, there weren't brewery equipment. This is the late 80s. He didn't have any brewery equipment, so he took some dairy tanks and converted them. And I got a couple of those.
That's
from
really
him,
cool.
Back from Alpine.
That's awesome. That's cool. When you say Waterloo, I think of the record store in Austin.
It was right near the record store. Was where he had his first brewery.
That's awesome.
The first brewery in Texas.
That's awesome.
was
That's-
right there. I think it's Lavaca.
It's a very developed area now.
Oh, yeah.
For Austin anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
really
got
cool.
that famous grocery store across the street.
I love that record store, by the way. Every time I go to Austin, I'm like, I have to go to Waterloo. Like, I have to. They have more than records. I mean, it's amazing. It's a little store.
Yeah.
It's not little. It's big.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll
when
check it out.
when he started, it was Waterloo there was Waterloo Record Store, Washateria, and then the brewery was on the right hand side.
No, so they're all connected. I figured it was the name, it was
Yeah.
connected. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. So you said it's the first brewery in Texas.
Yeah,
Really?
it lasted for a year, and then he closed down. Then
When
he
was
started
this?
working for Chip.
What year was this?
Oh, like 84, 85, somewhere in there. The laws had just changed, and he had gone to Chicago to do the brewery school in Chicago.
Okay.
Which I can't think of the name of right now, but it's been around for the longest time. The brewery
Okay.
school in Chicago,
Interesting.
and then he came back to Austin,
Yeah, that's awesome.
and then Chip hired him.
Very cool. That is a cool story.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying my okra over here.
Enjoying the okra.
I swear they fried something with bacon or pork in it because I taste a little smokiness on this round. I like it.
So I was telling you about the East Ham Prison Break. So we named that beer because East Ham Prison is like what, 5 minutes down the road?
From the brewery.
From the brewery.
Right. Yeah.
And so,
Is that like a state prison?
yeah, and so Bonnie, I think Clyde and Bonnie's brother were both in that prison, and then the opening scene from Highwayman on Netflix
with
Kevin Costner and Woody Harrelson. The opening scene, it says East Ham Prison Farm. Well, that's right down the road from from the brewery, and
that's
so
cool.
yeah, and it was. I think you said it was rumored that Bonnie and Clyde even hid out at the farm too, as well.
Yeah, there was a older couple in here maybe a couple years ago, and if you're traveling on 230 between Lovelady and Eastham, not far out of Lovelady, there's a road called Cersei Road. The couple was telling me that this is what I understand is Bonnie and Clyde, when they would rob someplace or after they broke his brother out of Eastham, they would, instead of traveling down the road and go and get caught, they would just pull up into the woods someplace and hide out in the woods for 4, 5, 6 days till everybody kind of got off, and then they'd steal another Ford and take off. The couple said that Bonnie and Clyde and the brother had pulled in down Cersei Lane and stayed there a week, and they gave the family a gold coin when they left, and that it's still in the family.
Oh wow,
That's cool.
badass.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
That's really cool.
Lovelady's famous for the prison.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
Interesting. That is interesting. Okay. So, you ever have any, just inmates on the loose? Does that happen? Any escapees?
Yeah. But
Nobody,
my wife locks the
chains
doors
show up
every
for
night
beer?
just because we're within walking distance.
Yeah. We'll work for beer. I'll clean some toilets or something. Yeah.
just don't tell them I'm here.
Yeah. Just don't say anything. Yeah. Don't take my picture.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So what other, what other towns kind of are close enough in this area that where people can kind of visit from?
Well, Trinity, so back in olden times, the wagons would get to about 15, 17 miles, and that was about all they could do in a day. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the towns are about 17 miles apart.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's
So
kind of cool. That's
Crockett,
interesting.
Crockett's to the north, and then Trinity's to the south.
Okay.
And then around here, some smaller little towns.
Right on.
So Groveden's to the east, and then Ostonio, and then Madisonville is to the west.
What's the main industry out here?
Timber and cattle.
Cattle, yeah. Right on. And timber, okay. Right on. And then you said there's a lot of hunting land out here.
Yeah, and
just
hunting.
all over, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
cool.
if you're coming out here to hunt, come to Stesti. Get a
yeah,
beer.
just stop by for a beer, yeah.
That's right.
And you guys have package to go, so if you want to take it with you to the lease, you can do that if that's
Your
allowed.
package is available in Houston, right?
Yes.
Like very available.
Yeah.
I
Where
guess
where can
HEBs.
HEB? So you are what HEB? Are you most of the
So
HEBs?
I'm at the HEB off of brain
Not all the
fart.
HEBs, but
No, the one Washington, off of Washington Heights, and then
Big guy.
and then I got 3 down south. I got 646 HEB, the one by Baybrook, the one on Friendswood, and then the one off of El Camino.
When you left Silver Eagle and you started with Stesti, were
Yeah.
they established in any accounts in Houston yet?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you opening the accounts yourself, Dennis?
My wife does a lot of that business part.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So, she went to. We were first getting started. We were going to self-distribute, of course, we went to San Antonio for the first HEB roundtable, and she had called ahead, had introduced herself to the beer organizer buyer, but we didn't really know what was going on. But it was pretty cool. It's a hierarchy, right? So
Yeah.
the Budweiser people are at the front row on one side, and the Miller people are on the front row of the other side. And then there's a second row of Benny Keys and this other distributors. And my wife and I got on the third row. And she was kind of listening to the conversations where we were, they would say, store 406 on such and such. And then Budweiser would start talking. Okay, this is the plot. We're going to have Budweiser here, 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 here. And Miller then would step up and say, we're having Miller here, 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 here. And she was kind of like hearing the story. Finally, she said, Stesti would like to be in this store. And the Rusty, who was the manager at the time, said, oh, Stesti, where can I get you in? So she would get in the store.
That's awesome.
We were in that first year when we didn't know any better. We were in like 40-something HEBs trying to
Wow.
and Rusty was like, yeah. Because
I know Rusty.
Like you said,
John Moore.
was Stesti had showed up to the meeting, which was rare, right, for a small little brewery, self-distributing, to show up in a meeting. And my wife's, Stesti wants to be in this store. Rusty goes, finally the Budweiser people are going,
Yeah, I was about to. They're like, who invited y'all? That's awesome, though.
Yeah.
And especially at the time, because y'all were kind of ahead of the bell curve, you know, and like you were by the time you opened, 2013. By the time you're probably, this was 2014, I'm guessing. By the time you guys got to this meeting, so you're on the beginning stage of that curve. And then they're probably just like, fuck, here they come. That's pretty cool. That's awesome because y'all really didn't know, honestly, what you were doing. And I know that feeling too, getting in an industry. I thought, whenever I did sales for Ingenious, I was like, oh, this is easy. I've been behind the bar for, X amount of years. Sales should be a breeze. It wasn't. It was hard, harder than I expected. But just kind of going into things blindly. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing. I think I know what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Especially
Like,
when
I show
you're
up to the meeting
introducing
and
a
it's
new
like, hey,
brand.
we want to be in too. How do we
Yeah.
do this?
Yeah.
Let's get the ball rolling.
yep, I got my boots on. Let's jump in.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty cool.
And then you make mistakes. You fall down.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, let's cut back on the number of stores we're going to be in. Let's
were
make
you-
a quality issue instead of.
Were you just
trying to be-
brewing your brains out like at that time?
No,
keeping
we
up with
weren't,
production?
selling all that well. I mean, we
Oh,
got
so
into
you
the stores.
Got in,
You
but
got to
it was-
establish your brand in the stores for it to move.
I see,
Right.
I
And then
see,
you had
yeah.
to do demos. We didn't know about demos. And then where are we going to find somebody to do demos?
And that's when Steve came in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how did
Well,
you?
it was like
Did we talk about how you got
sort of, kind of
found?
Yeah, sort of, kind of.
You found them on Indeed.
Indeed,
Yeah.
yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But they were already established for 2-3 years before I even started. So.
yeah.
Was she making the trip from Lovelady and going to Houston and doing samplings?
She was.
I think because by the timeline, it seems like she would have been the one that got into Crisp
Yeah. Yeah.
because that was.
And she loved blueberry. So that's why she probably pushed that one.
That's
on
why
you.
Yeah.
that was the big beer out there.
That
in
was
the
kind
market.
of an accident, wasn't it? Blueberry or
My wife had gone to the Blueberry Festival in Nacogdoches and brought back a bunch of blueberries. And she says, can we do something with these? And I said, well, I'll pitch them in a beer.
I love that.
I love happy accidents.
Yeah, that's really
Right.
cool. And what's cool too is at the time, I think breweries that Ingenious didn't exist. There was no, there was no
Fruity beers out there in
fruity,
the market.
like super fruit.
Yeah.
Now
There was a couple.
Buffalo Bayou was doing some things, and that was kind of generally like they had a few things that were
that was
flavored
probably
with
around
fruit.
the same time, though.
Yeah, but they were just Buffalo Bayou was just a little ahead of the curve at that time with doing because they were touted as Houston's most creative brewery around that
Right.
time, around 2012 to 2014. That was their title, and I think whenever I gotta give a shout out to Ed De La Rosa over at Crisp. He was him and I hit it off just because he was a big beer nerd. I was really into beer at the time and still just learning it. I wanted to get in the industry, but I wasn't yet. And he really took a liking to that beer, and then the fact that it was like you guys came all the way from Lovelady and like this really awesome product, and then we put it on tap and people just flocked to it.
Right.
It was a good
Right.
seller.
I'm curious, what is your best account right now in the Houston area? It's not grocery. I'm talking about bars.
Probably Heights Beer Garden.
Heights Beer Garden?
Yeah, nice.
Heights Beer Garden and Pitch 25.
Nice,
Okay.
yeah.
I see you quite a bit at Heights and
Yeah.
Pitch as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love running into you.
Yeah.
That's how this all got set up. Actually,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
running
right.
into Heights.
Yeah.
Those Tuesdays
It was,
sometimes turn into fun hangout days.
Yeah,
you just
right.
gotta hang out with everybody, and you do your little 5 to 10 minute spiel, and then you're hanging out. Yeah,
with all the
it
reps.
is fun. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
cool, man. The sun's settling down. People are showing up.
Yeah.
It's
We got-
vibing in here. I love it. This is the
Yeah,
weather
Pete,
is so nice.
this place is starting to kind of take off.
Yeah, it's starting to get.
Yeah, we're going to get crowded in,
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
about
Let's get rowdy.
yeah
30
might
minutes,
as
40
well.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
People are going
awesome.
to come in and start.
We still got to visit the brewery, right?
Start
Are
the
we still, we're
steakhouse.
still doing that?
If you're down, I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna come with us, Dennis?
Well, yeah, got to show you the way because
I was gonna say he might have the keys. I don't know if Steve has the keys.
No, not
Yeah.
yet. Not yet. I'm not there yet.
Do you help at all in any brewing capacity, or you just on
Have you? Yeah.
Yes, I've on the end of the line with the packing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Packing the cans. but
Okay,
yeah.
so do you have volunteers also that come out for packaging days?
No, I pay for my labor.
Oh, okay.
I wish I had. I wish
So you have a canning
Damn
team
it,
come out here? Or
duplicate
a
the
canning
beer.
line? Do you have a canning line?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, because you have beautiful cans. We have a cooler over here full of cans
Oh, yeah.
behind you. And I was looking at it a while ago, and y'all have quite a few brands that you can pick up here.
We used to have a company come in, but then Dennis decided to
Yep.
just buy
I
his
guess it's
own
been-
canning
we've-
line.
We've had
Yeah.
our canning line about 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bought it from Austin.
But getting somebody to do those pack techs, you got to pay for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
that is a laborious job.
Right.
They also can growler. Sorry,
Yeah.
growler. You can growler here,
Yep.
and I saw that you have a sleeve for a 64-ounce growler.
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
Growler
What?
Yeah.
disease.
Yeah, it's a big old sock.
Yep. Hey, I'll show it to you.
Yeah,
Yeah, go grab that.
64 ounces.
Yeah, we got growler koozies and we got pint koozies.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Let me put the camera on you.
That's awesome.
Oh, let me just get a growler.
That looks. Can I see that? That's a big old koozie.
Yeah, it is. That's awesome.
Look, I've never seen anything like this, and you don't see the actual size. Look, I'm gonna put my hand up here.
Leave it in a.
Look, I have a big hand
Look at
too.
this.
Leave it in a bottle.
Okay, so this is 64 ounce. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see.
Yeah, you
I've
get-
never seen anything like
That's
this.
4 pints if you can't do math.
And then there's the
Oh
pint
my.
koozies too.
That's awesome.
Look at that. I kind of. Oh my.
They're flared for your pint glass.
That's cool. And
That's
just
cool.
out of curiosity, because we were talking about pricing, what would it take to buy one of these and get a koozie and fill that up?
Let's see. Where did my wife go? She's the business lady.
She's the accountant.
We
and
have
all
the
that.
business
Yeah.
lady.
We have two different growlers. We have the glass one and we have the aluminum ones.
Right
The
on.
aluminum ones are like $30, I think.
Okay.
Oh wow.
More than that.
Or 60.
Everything.
Oh, are they?
That aluminum.
No, I think there's
Tariffs.
60. How much are the aluminum growlers? 59, 60, $60.
Oh wow, that is nice.
That is super nice.
Look at that. Very cool. Very cool.
Wow, that is cool.
We got some
definitely
really
take that
good
out to the
merch.
lease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is
I don't
insulated.
know if
It
I'm
stays
promoting
cool.
drinking
Yeah.
while shooting, but you know.
Looks like it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some nice merch.
Oh, put it over there, so we were running out of space on the table. Yeah. I want to make sure I'm not blocking y'all's cameras at all. Yeah. Well, actually, it looks kind of cool right there in front of you, Steve. So we'll leave it like that.
Yep. And then Justin just walked in. Justin's come say hello. He's entertainment tomorrow night, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Tell us. Is it okay for him to
Yeah,
tell,
Yeah,
hop
yeah.
on, please do. Yeah.
tell us
Yeah.
about entertainment tomorrow night?
Yeah, so me and a gentleman by the name of Seth Murray will be playing tomorrow night.
Do y'all play here regularly?
Me and another guy do, but he and I just started doing it, so
Okay. It's like once a week, once a month or something?
it's like probably once a month.
Because
and,
they probably won't see this before tomorrow, but
Yeah.
next month you'll be out
Yeah.
here playing for sure.
Absolutely. We play here most every month, so
What
You have a
style of
name?
music?
it's country music. So
Nice.
okay.
But
All
it's-
original, or you guys
No,
do
it's definitely covered.
all covers? All right, right on.
Do you have like a band name, or is it just y'all's names?
Well, right now it's just me and this guy named Seth Murray. We don't have a band name yet, but we're working on it.
Okay.
I like that.
Well, definitely
yeah,
come
man.
out and check them out. You're on that stage I'm seeing back there.
Yes, thank y'all so much.
Do y'all
Yeah,
ever?
man.
One more question. Do y'all ever play at the actual brewery?
Not yet, but we're we're planning on doing that. I think we're going to get a big group of us out there together and have us a jam session. I think that's
Right on.
From the music
Coming up.
festival?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
That's cool. Very cool. Awesome, man.
Yeah, very nice to meet y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Appreciate
Nice to
you
meet you,
coming
man.
on.
Thank you. Cheers. Very cool.
Yep.
So do you have your own sound out here, or they have to bring their own sound?
So the councilman, who also does the karaoke, brings the sound system,
Nice.
and he's like man of all trades.
He's
That's cool.
involved.
Yeah.
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 That's awesome. He gets free beer, I'm sure.
He does.
That's cool. Very cool. Awesome.
Yeah, this place is starting to fill
Yeah,
up. I love it,
it's
man.
that time. It's dinner time, or it's at least
It's still a little early,
it's
but
food.
it's
Food is ready now. We can get burgers now.
Yep.
I didn't. Like I said, I came hungry today. I was like, I'm
Right.
ready to try the food.
Well, it's time to order.
Yeah, it is.
Well, we can go ahead and take another break and then just do the last little bit if y'all
Yeah.
want. You want to
Sounds
take a
good
break?
to me.
Sure. Let
Yeah.
me put the orders in, and
Let's take another break and we're going to come back. And this is the fun part where we're just going to go wild.
Yeah,
Okay,
just let it rip.
oh, I thought we did already.
No, that was the serious part.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be right back.
I'm also known as DJ Cino. You can find me at least a couple of different breweries or craft beer bars throughout the month hosting the best music bingo in all of Houston. We'll be sharing those shenanigans right here on the Beer Someone podcast.
F your liver, the game that will have you salute the general, and then say the alphabet backwards, and then elect the president, and then bust a move, and then throw a ninja star, and then shoot your finger gun, and then roar like a T-Rex, and then freeze like ice, and then karate chop, and then bust a rhyme, and then bet on a horse race, and then spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and then make your buddy laugh. Don't touch the ground because the floor is lava. Tell a story. Read my lips. Just grab 3 to 20 friends, a drink of your choice, shuffle and flip the top card, and let the chaotic hilarity unfold. F your liver, a game worth drinking to.
Beer Someone listeners, are you thinking about buying, selling, or leasing a home? If so, you need to call Hugh Height, the Texas Beer Realtor. Hugh knows hops and Hugh knows houses, and he can help you with all your real estate needs. That's TexasBeerRealtor.com or 281-939-8182.
I'm recording now. We are recording. We're eating salads. By the way, they're delicious. And Casey asked a good question. And let me just say, we were just talking about this. Steve, Stesti Steve, as they call him, is always sharing everybody's posts. It doesn't matter what brewery. There's a lot of camaraderie. I can't fucking speak, but
Camaraderie, yeah.
yes. But he's always pushing everybody else. That's one of the when we try to be that same way. It's one of the reasons we started doing this. And Casey just asked him a really good question. He said off the air, and I said, So can you say that just like you did before?
Just like you said.
Just like you said.
I just asked because Steve's been in the industry for a long time, and you've seen kind of how the industry has the bubble grew and then burst
Right.
and all that stuff. So I asked if the camaraderie and the kind of the vibe between reps has always been there and always been the same. Because me coming into it, I've only been doing it for just like a couple of years now, right at 2 years now with Deca, and I just feel like, man, we just love hanging out. Like we just all like get together and have a good time. And we are in competition, but then we also are like, there's 60 taps here.
right.
Like there's plenty of room
Yeah.
for all of us.
But your question was, is it more now than it was in the past?
Yeah. How different is it, if at all?
On the rep side, I mean, it's been the same. Everybody's been welcoming from the get-go.
Yeah.
On my side.
I think for me, and I haven't been in as long as you. I've been in a couple years now. With breweries closing, it hurts me every single time. I feel like I'm losing a family member sometimes.
Right. And what about on the brewer side?
It's always when I came in, there weren't that many brewers, but I was like super welcomed. I talked to Kevin at 512 before I got started. I talked to Chip at Live Oak.
Yeah.
And and they kind of like are you sure you want to do this? But they were like, oh, but here, look, we'll help you. We'll help you, give you advice, talk to you about this stuff. They were all so open and friendly.
Yeah.
And people have still been that way.
Yeah,
Everybody.
the reservation was only because of where you are, I would imagine.
Well, the reservation is like, it is the economics, the struggles, the fighting the buds, you know?
Yeah.
And, that kind of like, it's going to be a lot of work. You're going to have some strife, some struggles, you know? You've already had your profession. Why you want to jump into this, you know?
Because don't we, shouldn't we always give ourselves something hard to do every once in a while?
Well, yes, I think you're right. If you're not trying to walk up a steep hill, you're falling. So
Yeah.
Yep. I've learned that in I just had my 42nd birthday, and I'm starting to learn that you just got to continually give yourself something hard to do every once in a while. You get stuck in complacency, things just kind of start getting just kind of blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to introduce something to give you to work your brain out, and
some reason to wake up in the morning
yeah, absolutely,
and
yeah.
fight the good fight.
So you're more
Sell
busy
accolades.
now than you were. So retirement, you're more busy.
Oh, it's a different retirement.
Okay.
You know, cracking a chest at 4 a.m. is I don't do that. I don't have to get up at 4 a.m. anymore.
Yeah. What time you get up?
I get up about 5:36, have a little coffee, and think
Still
about-
pretty early.
I still have to think about what I'm going to do that day and write it all down and
The
make a
drive
plan.
time's a lot shorter, though. Right?
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but
So do you live right by the? Are you on site or are you?
so yes, my commute from house to brewery is 100 feet.
That's awesome. That is badass.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's a pleasant commute going back in the afternoon. You know. After
Yeah. Do you have late hours because of that?
Brew days will be late sometimes, depending on if the flow gets stuck or things don't flow as well as they're fast as they're supposed to. But I get up early and get started. Sometimes I'm done at 5:30. Sometimes it's 8:30.
Yeah.
So
Is there any? It's a funny question that we got from picking the brain of Gemini on the way here. Have you ever had any mishaps that you would want to talk about? Any time you had to dump beer or an overflowing tank or anything like the interesting kind of?
Oh, yeah, I did have to dump beer one time, but I'm trying to think of what it was. Yeah, early on.
Yeah.
I had something that didn't taste right, and so we anguished about what to do about it, and finally it just went down the drain.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, I gotta have space. I gotta have a fermenter. And
Right.
This is just sitting here.
Yeah.
Not any good. So,
Yeah, I've seen countless videos on like Instagram and stuff like that of like just tanks exploding with beer spewing everywhere, and just like there's breweries that tend to always have something.
But every once in a while, and we talked about it earlier. We said we always like talking about happy accidents.
Happy accidents, yeah.
Sometimes something good comes out of a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I'll tell you about a mistake that turned. Did you taste the Space Cowboy?
I did. I think I finished. This wasn't the Space Cowboy.
You had it, and is that it?
It's a Space Cowboy.
So Space Cowboy, and I've never heard about this before, but I had brewed tractor juice, and under certain very rare conditions, the yeast will create a purple hue. And never seen it, never heard it until tractor juice turned purple one day. And I'm like, oh my God, it tasted the same, but it had the wrong hue. So I was going to dump it, and I thought, you know what? I've got an empty fermenter. I'm going to put half of it over there because it didn't turn color right away. It turned after about 300 or 400 gallons had already gone out and been fine. And then I added. I said, okay, let me do something with it. So I added. My wife goes to Colorado every August.
Awesome.
This is a side track, but I'm going to get back to what I did with Space Cowboy, with the tractor juice. She goes to Colorado every August near Estes Park to visit a friend that bought a house up there.
Yeah.
The first visit, they had just bought the house. She's visiting, and she says, this vine that's grown up the side of your house, do you know what that is? Her friend was like, no, but we were about to cut it down. She says, no, this is hops, and it's ready to pick. So she calls me, sends me a picture. I said, yeah, pick it, bring it to me.
How did that even happen?
She just happened. And so she picks, her and her friend were having a good afternoon. They picked all of this hops off this vine. She packs it in her suitcase and
What?
and flies then from Colorado to Houston. Gets to me that afternoon, and I pitch it right into,
Because you have to do it
into
within
TSA didn't
24
look at
hours,
that and be like,
right?
what's that? What you got in the bag?
Yeah. Yeah, you would
Yes.
think you would think that they would stop her, but she said it's hops, and they were like, "Okay, it smells like hops."
Yeah.
So it's fresh hops. So now she goes every August, and her and her girlfriends pick all of this hops, and
You never gone with?
I haven't ever gone. I
Really?
get altitude sickness real bad.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, they all bring the hops. I have the beer ready, and we pitch it. I had a bunch left. Now I'm getting back to the
because that's a totally different beer.
the purple tractor
that
juice.
he's talking about.
Yeah.
I still had a bunch of this hops left over that I had just vacuum sealed and frozen. So I put the tractor juice in an empty fermenter, the 500 gallons of it, and put all of this hops in, and then another 100 pounds of sugar, and another yeast, another batch of yeast. And then I put in another set of hops too. Did a second fermentation on the purple tractor juice, and it went back to being clear again, and it became Space Cowboy.
Why Space Cowboy is the name?
Well, that's
because
Steve figured that name.
It was the purple color had me think about having cosmic
Base. Yeah.
in the space,
Right.
and so and it was tractor juice, and so
Space Cowboy.
right, we're out in the country, so yeah,
Love it. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Y'all got
yeah.
some. Where'd a lot of your names come from?
So I come up with some very demented, sexually perverted oriented names. My wife says no to a lot of them.
Oh, wow.
And then every once in a while, one will sneak in.
Thank you for saying that, because whenever I worked at Megaton and they made their bunker buster with peanut butter, I immediately was like, can we call it Nut Buster? Or what was the other one? Buster Nut. That was the
Buster
other
Nut.
one. Buster Nut or Nut, and neither one. And
Yeah.
still to this day, I tell Chris, I'm like, you're missing an opportunity here.
Yep.
But yeah, I get vetoed.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's, I guess that's part of running a business. You've got to make sure that you're socially acceptable.
yeah.
All right. Hit me with some of these names.
Yeah,
You have them in your phone. You
What's
have
some
a
of the
place
wildest
that-
names that you've created?
So the one I got by that I like the most is Sex with a Ghost.
Oh yes, yes, that's right. Why Sex and a Ghost? Where does that come from?
I was watching Ghostbuster. And,
Okay.
And if you remember, there's a scene with Dan Aykroyd. And
I
he's
remember.
in bed, and this female ghost comes to visit him. I'm like, that would be a good name for a beer.
You're right.
Succubus.
And then I liked the name so much, and my wife passed it. We then had another series of.
So she has to approve all the names.
Yeah.
Yes, she is. She's the business person. She's the one that labels them.
Maybe
She's
for good
the-
reason. I don't know.
Sounds like it gets wilder than that, huh?
It's checks and balances.
Yeah.
Orange penis.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
that's not the next beer
Well,
name?
that wouldn't necessarily be a very tasty beer. But
No, maybe a salty
That's gonna
goza or
be
something.
Our new
although
blood,
it was Cheetos.
our new blood orange.
Cheeto flavored goza. This is where it gets silly. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah.
So you can tell we've already had a few beers with the podcast.
Speaking of silly, can I? And I was telling Casey in the past in doing this podcast, we've played F Your Liver, which is if you're listening right now, you probably heard the ad F Your Liver,
F your liver.
which is a local drinking game. Me and a couple friends made a couple years ago. It's available on Amazon if you want to check it out. But I pulled a couple cards aside, and I'm gonna donate this deck to you, to Stesti, so that they can play it here. Yeah. Steve, you want to? Oh, here.
You want to open this up?
No, I already got it. You can show it to the camera if you want it, though. There you go. That's
the
F Your
camera?
Liver. That's on Amazon.
All right, very good.
But I'm just gonna pass Stesti Steve a card, and can you read it to your camera and read it to your mic and just do what it says.
Do what it
Uh-oh.
says.
Yes, sir.
Read it first.
Read it first.
And
I
then
hope-
do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it might be something we all have to do.
Okay. It
I didn't pick any crazy ones.
Nothing that breaks laws.
says drink again.
Oh well, you know what?
Oh, man.
that one doesn't
Dang,
work.
that was-
That doesn't work.
You got to drink, Steve. Damn.
There you go.
That was the easy
Oh,
one.
I wanted
That's the last
that one.
person to drink. That's an easy one. Yeah.
Field
I've been
sobriety
drinking.
test.
Oh. You got to walk a straight line.
Read those.
So that one it starts with reading the ABCs backwards.
Oh, my God.
Here,
We've done it before.
I read it.
All right. Steve's card says field sobriety test. Starting with the card puller, say the alphabet backwards. Each player will say a letter until someone makes a mistake. That player must drink.
So that starts
can
with
you see the tiny little letters at the bottom?
Don't follow the letters. It does not help.
It helps.
because they're off.
It helps like for 3 letters, I think.
Yeah, it doesn't really help.
So I have to say it backwards, or
You
Yeah.
just say the first letter,
have the
then he says
easiest-
the letter,
you
then
have the
he says the
easiest
letter.
letter.
Start
until
with
somebody
Z.
messes up.
Yeah.
Z.
Why?
W.
Oh, you
I think I messed up.
X, buddy.
So as soon as I said
That was
W,
the
I was like,
fastest. See, it goes
Was that
pretty
on
quick.
purpose?
Yeah, it probably was.
Okay. Here's a card for him.
This is for Dennis.
For Dennis.
Z.
what's a ZJ?
What's your card say, Dennis?
Never have I ever.
You ever played this game?
Uh-uh.
This is a classic.
Oh, dude.
And everyone
a good one.
put 3 fingers up.
We try
Start-
to keep it beer related typically.
Okay.
Okay. And then starting with the card puller, you start never have I ever and insert something.
So you say something, insert something on his face. Okay.
I'll give you a good one to start with.
Because
Not a orange penis.
having been a doctor, insert means something totally different.
No physical insertion.
No
But
actual. It's,
you could say something like, never have I ever brewed a beer, because you've brewed a beer. I have not. Brandon.
I have brewed beer.
Okay, then
But
it's just
wait,
me.
a
Then I would
spoiler.
just me. So I'm
I
just
have
saying,
not.
like, that's a.
But you're trying to make
Okay.
everyone else drink.
I've never brewed a beer.
So, and by putting their fingers down. Yeah.
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 First one to lose all their fingers drinks.
So I've never been to the Arctic Ocean.
What was it?
I've never been to the Arctic.
I've never been to the Arctic.
I've never been dark.
No.
I'm just
You've been to the
coming-
Arctic?
Wait. Oh, I never have. Oh, sorry.
You've been to the Arctic,
So,
Stetsy Steve?
No.
So keep your fingers up.
oh, okay.
So you have been to the Arctic?
No.
No, you keep your finger up.
Oh, I thought
You
you,
only
said
put it-
I've
I'm
never
confused.
been.
Only if you've done it.
Only
Oh.
if you've done it.
Oh, okay. I've been to Japan.
You've been to Japan?
Oh, Brandon's about to go.
I haven't been to Japan, so I had to lose my finger.
I haven't been to Japan.
yeah.
I haven't been to Japan.
All right.
So never have I ever not been to Japan is what he was trying to say.
So, all right, now it's my turn. Oh man,
You say something that you haven't
never
done.
have I ever been to the Stesti Brewery.
So y'all both got to take a finger down. Okay, let me think. Something I could eliminate Steve or get everybody down to one finger. I'm trying to think. Should I just kill Steve?
Get Steve. We're out for blood, Steve.
I'm just gonna.
He's like, I'm gonna chug this beer now.
Only
Get it
got
over
a
with.
quarter of a beer. I got one or
I'm trying to think of a good one.
Keep it PG.
Never have I ever been a good cook.
That's a very subjective.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
I mean, I consider myself a good cook,
Yeah,
but
you
that's
do.
also my opinion.
are you a good cook, Steve?
Yeah.
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 You a good cook? I take a finger. I'm not a good cook. I can make cereal.
All right, fair enough.
cereal.
You took a piss out of yourself. I like
There
that.
you go.
Way to be a man.
So Steve drinks.
Let's see.
Okay. Casey?
Social. Everyone drinks. Cheers.
I still got some of this 14%
yeah.
right here.
Oh, it's time to reload, I think.
I know.
I'm empty.
Cheers, guys.
Both of y'all are empty. Jeez.
I got the pecan.
All right.
That's got so much
I
flavor.
finish off that Kolsch.
And I'll draw the last card.
You got a little stash over here.
Drink again. Last person to yes, the steak is here. Last person to drink drinks. So we all have to drink again.
Here, let me get y'all some.
Well, cheers real quick on one more time. I got my
What?
pecan. Oh, Steve's out of beer.
I'm out of
We're
beer.
Oh, well then we'll resume.
Yeah,
Let's get some
enjoy
more
the
beers.
steaks.
What should we be drinking? You know, can I get another Tex-Mex? Can I just get a full pour of Tex-Mex with a lime?
With the salt and lime.
Yes, sir. That would be great.
Way to do it.
I'll take the brutal temptation again. Yep. Yeah. It's
You want to talk about while he's pouring those beers, what you're doing at Deca on Wednesdays?
Yeah. So, as of the past 2 weeks, I've been making sandwiches at Deca. We're doing a little food pop up there. We're calling it Casey's Kitchen. It's all kind of like my brain work. Cody has been really cool to like kind of just let me fly, as I like to say. Cody's also been helping me though. So Cody's been kind of manning the grill and helping me get all these things together, and we've been working in tandem really well. So, but everything as far as like the Russian dressing for the Reuben, the setups of the sandwiches, the aioli for the chicken, like the season, you know, the way we do everything is kind of like sort of my baby right now. We're going to test this out. We're still in test mode, so we're going to probably do the sandwiches for at least a month, maybe 2. We might go a little longer just because we're just feeling it out. But eventually we'd like to do like smash burgers. We're probably going to end up doing tacos at a certain point. When it really warms up, we want to do like salads, and then you could turn that salad into a wrap. You know, you could get it wrapped up on a tortilla. We'll be doing like a Cobb, like a buffalo chicken. I might even introduce some.
Brandon, you gonna try to get him to
Yeah.
If he'll share.
I will. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it right down the middle.
He just brought us a delicious looking steak that you can see Casey cutting on. Speaking of good food, I'm excited to try that. I don't think we've ever you've eaten on the podcast many times. I don't know if I've ever eaten on the podcast.
So we have a full kitchen. You know, we do lunch, we do dinners. There's really not too much to do out here.
A lot of burgers.
Yeah, burgers. I think they just added 2 new burgers. Chicken fried steak.
Ooh, chicken fried steak.
Yeah, I think that's on
their plate?
Wednesdays.
I got a plate.
I got one more little ventricle to.
So
Oh no, I thought I muted my mic. I did not.
Juicy.
the guys do a really good job cooking.
Oh yeah.
That's a big piece of stuff.
Sorry, man.
you almost
just
stabbed
elbowed
that
me.
guy.
I'm elbowing
So
people over here.
this all started to kind of, I guess, get the overflow from Leona. You know, the Leona General Store has that. They do the steaks on the weekends. And so,
That steak's fucking good.
I need a knife.
yeah.
You should have a knife here. Here you go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, that's good. That is
So,
delicious.
I don't know if y'all have heard of the Leona Country Store. Or
No.
Yeah, so that's pretty famous for their steaks.
Okay.
And so that's...
And y'all took some of that business?
Well, that's the hopes to try to take some of their business, you know?
hopefully they don't listen to this podcast.
Right.
They said what?
They've been doing it a lot longer, so.
That is fantastic. Oh my God.
But yeah.
Man, I got
the
a beer now.
steaks- Yeah, the
Oh, wow.
steaks are really good.
We came a good night.
This is steak is fantastic.
Yeah. My wife spends a lot of money on the quality of the meat.
Yeah. How much is your? And this is a ribeye.
I think so.
Oh, you need you got to
Okay.
talk into the mic or nobody's.
Oh, y'all are
We're recording, yeah.
sorry, yeah.
recording?
Yeah.
I'm not for sure exactly. I think it's around $42.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this includes the salad, the baked potato, and the steak.
And yeah.
Yeah, you get a big salad. The salad was delicious. You have Italian, but what other dressings do you
Oh,
offer?
there's all of them. You know, blue cheese and whatever the set is.
Fully loaded baked potato.
This is the first time we've ever like eaten an actual meal on the podcast. Like we usually eat it on the breaks. But we had a salad. I was munching down on my salad a minute ago. That was delicious.
And we're trying to get everything done so that we can go to this brewery and check out the baby cow.
How much is baby
calf,
cow?
yeah.
You name it?
Oh, you know.
As I'm eating cow.
Can't eat.
Yeah.
Can't name it. You're 1. You're 2. You're 3.
We've had names for them in the past, but it's not good.
I get that.
Tell my
I get
daughter, we got rid of her. What's her name? Yeah.
No.
I got another Tex-Mex. I'm excited about that. This is your most popular out in the market currently.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's our best seller the last year or so, I think, is the Check Mex.
That's great. I really like. Where's that available right now that people can try it? Houston market.
HEB. I have it at HEB.
The HEBs
package.
you named. Is there any
Yeah.
accounts like
No, I don't think any of them have them on tap right now.
That's a shame.
If they did, they just finished. I think.
I've learned Mexican lagers are a little difficult in the Houston market.
Yeah.
Because you're competing against Modelo, Dos Equis, Corona, stuff like that. Generally,
Bud
people
Light.
that drink those beers, they stick to them.
Right.
I've found, we make Lotteria at Deca. I've got a couple accounts where it does really well, but like, I've had plenty of times where there's like, nope, it's not moving. But I also have Dos Equis on tap, or I have Modelo
Right.
or whatever, and I'm
Right.
like, yeah, gotcha.
But when I do demos, I see if they have the Dos Equis or the Corona or what they're standing.
And you try to
looking
coerce
for.
them to
Yeah.
take it out.
Yeah, and so I've converted a couple of people to change because
the game.
one, ours is higher in alcohol content. Ours is 6.25%.
Wow, yeah.
And
That's a good percent difference. Yeah.
And I tell them you get more bang for your buck.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's no fruit in the Check Max. That's all from the hops.
Yeah. So that's one thing I've noticed is that, like, I'm guessing you get a lot of fruity esters from the yeast profile. A lot of your beers, you get a little fruit characteristics,
Yes.
which I really enjoy because they seem yeast derived. But I'm also speaking. I don't want to speak out of turn. But I noticed that.
Good. Well, thank you.
Yeah, it's really good. I really like this IPA a lot. I've had this.
Brutal Temptation.
This is my third one. Yeah. I'm also.
That's your third one.
I'm not driving. Brandon's
He's not
driving, so. But yeah, no man, this has been great. This steak is really good too. I'm really enjoying it.
I just finished it. That was so good. Yeah, I'm done.
You wiped it
wow.
I wiped it out.
All right, well I got work to do then. All right, Brandon, you take over.
So we're coming towards the end of this. So one question we always ask in the Houston market, and it might be easier for Steve to answer this question because we always ask people their top 5 Houston breweries, but I definitely want to get Steve's opinion of what is your top 5 Houston breweries. I don't know if you visit a lot of the breweries in Houston. I'm assuming you have.
And in
yeah,
any order.
there's some. So I like Eureka Heights.
Eureka Heights?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eureka Heights. Ingenious.
Ingenious,
Yeah.
we count.
You know.
You can
old-
count that, yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Even though they're not open, yeah.
I'm more of a sour type person.
Yeah?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you like the Smarties or
I did like the Smarties.
Fruit Madness?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just curious. Have you been to City Acre and tried James's sours there?
I haven't been to City
Bro,
Acres yet.
go do that.
Yeah.
Did I tell you
go
the
to City
entire
Acre and try its
Megaton
sours.
team went out to City Acre last week? JP, me, Chris, and
Wait, y'all did? Y'all went?
all four of us, and Brian as well. All
I
four.
didn't know. We did not talk about that.
I told you, but you were focused on your phone. On
I
the way
was
up here.
very focused on doing a lot of
Me,
things
Chris,
on the way here. Sorry.
JP, and Brian all went to City Acre, and we all had a drink. And James wasn't there, but there was the rest of the entire staff, and we all had a drink together. It was really cool.
That's James is making great beer there.
That was last Saturday.
City Acre is a great brewery. I really think that the sours are better to me than the Smarties, and he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I had a coffee porter they have on top. Right
Okay,
now.
yeah. All right, so you got 3 more.
I got 3 more. Frosttown's good.
Frosttown's great.
And then St. Arnold's. I've been to
St. Arnold?
You got one more.
One more. St. Arnold, OG right there.
Yeah. I'm going to give it, even though they're not in Houston, I'm going to give a shout out to Franken Bolts.
Okay.
No, we
Yeah,
count
we can-
Frankenbolts. I
yeah,
like
okay.
Frankenbolts.
Yeah. Chuck, I like Chuck.
Chuck's
Yeah,
great. I got to go out there very recently for the first time and check out their not jalapeno, their green chili hatch chili blonde. Really great.
When I met him, he told me that he really likes working with spicy beers.
Yeah.
He likes spicing up his beers. He's a character. I really enjoyed hanging out with him. That was actually last year at Stout Fest. And this next coming up year will be it'll be my second. Yeah, I guess Stout Fest. Yeah.
That's on February 7th for anybody that's interested in that. That's in Excalibur in Old Town Spring. A lot of local breweries. Deca will be there. Megaton will be there. So many breweries.
Frosttown's gonna be there.
Crosstown. I don't know. I don't know them all
remember.
off the top
Yeah.
of my head, but yeah, it's a big number. I actually sent an email. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I did email them and ask them if F Your Liver could come out there because it's been a year since we've done any events with F Your Liver, and I was like, you know what? Let's set up the booth for old time's sake. Stout Fest seems like a good opportunity to maybe jump back into the market with
Yeah.
F Your Liver.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
And it's a great event, and they're gonna have Cousins Maine Lobster out there.
Ooh, are they?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
Well, I know what I'm eating now.
I might splurge because my whole thing with them, whenever I was, it doesn't even matter if it's Ingenious or Deca. I always try to find somebody on the truck that likes beer, and I'm like, what can we work out?
Right.
So I don't have to pay $20 for a lobster roll.
Right.
You know, and the other day it was 2 days after my birthday, and I'm like, it was my birthday, and they're like, we got you, and they gave me like a cup of soup, a roll, and like a whoopie pie, like all for free. And I was like, dude, I love these guys. Because I mean, $20 for a roll, I'm like, it's good, but I mean, like,
It's like a lobster hot dog.
it's a snack, y'all. It's not. I mean, it's delicious, but I mean, you get like a little lobster snack on a roll for $20. I'm like, I can't justify spending that much money, but it's so good though. So I might do it. I don't know. I got to support every once in a while, right? I gotta,
for sure. They come out to Deca quite a bit, huh?
I give them shout outs. That's my support. I still want the free stuff. Yeah. But yeah, they have good food this time around. They have music, all that good stuff.
Yeah, a lot of vendors coming out.
Yeah.
I know Brew 30 is going to be out there.
Yeah, Brew 30, and I'm assuming they're bringing their own beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever have beer in Brew 30?
We did a while back.
Okay.
Yeah. Back when Tiffany was there.
Okay.
They rotate in a lot of people.
Yeah.
What are your name off some other accounts that people can find your beer at in the Houston? You said Heights Beer Garden earlier. You
Heights
said Pitch
Beer
25.
Garden, Pitch 25, Verde Gardens.
You know, actually, I'm sad to say, I don't know if you heard this, but Verde is closing.
Are they?
Tomorrow's our last day.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just happened.
Wow. Okay.
It's such a shame.
I just
hate
found
it.
out Tuesday.
Yeah, that's when I found out. Yeah, Wordy told me.
So, Wordy?
Wordy, yeah.
Yep. We sell to Joyce at the Post.
Oh yeah, the Post downtown.
Oh wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, we have our blueberry lager on tap there.
The post, like the old
The
post
old
office.
office, yeah.
Yeah.
That next to 713 Music Hall, there's
Yep.
a lot of local food creations, and they have that little bar there with some local craft beer on tap.
They do have local, but I will complain a little.
Well, you just said it. There's self-distribution. I'm talking about
No.
Stesti being on tap there. That's pretty amazing.
That is pretty amazing.
That's a good account.
because
I had two taps there.
Oh, wow.
But then we're down to one.
okay.
Okay.
But they also keep breweries like Kona, a lot of Silver Eagle brands.
Yeah.
I've noticed whenever I've gone there, and my gripe is you're a destination for people who are traveling to Houston. People go to Houston, they're like, where should I go? What should I do? And that's kind of like you get all these food options, you get beer options, you get alcohol options, and then you have this rooftop, where you get to take all these photos, and they have events, they have things going on.
Right.
So like anybody that's traveling to Houston, that's a top thing to do.
Really cool
And
place.
my gripe is they should be bringing in more local craft. That's
Right.
my gripe.
Yeah.
I think that's what they should, and I think that's really cool. It's a testament to you guys that they bring you guys in.
That's
they,
amazing.
They like y'all.
Congrats.
Y'all's brand is obviously doing well if it's still on tap there.
And we've been on tap there probably since inception.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
I think.
And you said her name's Joyce.
Joyce is the beer manager there.
He used to be a gentleman. I'm trying to remember what his name was. Can't remember.
There
you
was
said
Tim. Tim used to be there.
okay.
And then
I have somebody on my
Dez.
phone. I can't. Yeah.
Dez.
Yes.
Yeah, he's still there. But yeah, there's a couple of accounts that I've gotten into that people kind of like, oh wow, like you're in there.
What was another one?
So I've gotten into Kirby's Ice House.
Yeah.
I've been in there. I have a hard time staying in there. I feel like for local craft beer, they don't push us as much,
Right.
and then they complain that our beer doesn't sell as fast as some of the bigger brands.
They're not there to push though. To be
Yeah.
fair, they're there to just sell what the customer wants.
Yeah,
Right.
And they have such a huge tap wall that
that's part of you get buried in the.
we find that we get lost in the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens to us with there.
Because if you don't stand out, then
Right.
Yeah.
But a blueberry lager? Shit.
Yeah.
Which
Who else
Kirby
is-
Ice House?
Who else is doing a blueberry
All
lager?
of them, or
the original one.
the original one in the it's the Woodlands, right?
No,
That's not the original one.
No, it's
Oh, yeah, the downtown one. That's right. Yes.
no, it's in where is it? What's that considered?
Well, there's the downtown. There's Memorial, and then
The
there's
one in Memorial.
that's not the original one.
It's not the original.
That's actually the third one.
Okay.
There's a downtown one. There's Memorial, and then there's Woodlands, and then they're building another one in the Heights right now.
right.
It's already done.
It's
It's done. I mean, yeah,
it's open. Yeah.
it's open.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's been open, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're not rotating their taps just yet.
No.
From what I've been told.
I haven't even gone there yet.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's supposed to be the biggest one per square footage.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, there's such a huge tap list, and they're obviously gonna have all the Silver Eagle HD, all that stuff.
Right.
They're gonna have all that stuff, and then so you can get in there, you can, but people that come in there, it's a different crowd. It's just a different demographic.
What's the strategy for trying to distinguish yourself when there's 90 beers on tap?
Well, how does their menu look? Is their menu electronic? Is it on a piece of thing that a menu that you hold in your hand? Or are they just looking at taps? Pitch 25 does not have a menu. They don't have any sort of menu. You look at the taps. So one thing that we found, we just started 3D printing our tap handles at Deca, and they're a lot more eye-catching. They're colorful. Our old ones were white with a white sticker. But what we noticed at Pitch 25 with the buyers there recently is that they're like, it stands out because it's white. And you have this big sticker on it that says Daisy Hazy. And people come in, they're like, I want a hazy IPA. Oh, look at that. That says
There's
hazy
one.
on it. Then it stands out because all the other tap handles are dark colored. So we realized recently, we just talked about this the other day, and I was telling Cody about it. I was like, they're thinking they don't want the new tap handle. They tried it out, and they said that because they have two different tap sides. You have the outside and you have inside, both pulled from the same keg. And They're like the inside one with the new tap handle. Not as many people asked about it, but the outside people are like, "Oh, what's the Daisy Hazy?" Because it's this white tap handle that just stands out in this sea of dark tap handles.
I really like your new tap
and
handles.
so I really like the new tap handles, but if the white one stands out amongst all these dark colored ones, then like let's just do that. Like let's just keep that going.
Yours,
And
the new ones are still white, and they have that burst of green in the middle.
it's red.
There's some white in there.
There's some white with the sticker, but like the old ones were straight up a white piece of. It's a wooden paddle that's white with the Deca emblem at top, and then the white sticker with black font. So I mean, like it just the thing is that it's boring. But as far as
tap
legibility,
handles are billboards.
yeah,
That's
And
essentially
that's,
what they are.
Pitch 25 is a tap handle type of environment where people are looking at the tap handles. They're that tap handle looks cool. What is that? I'll try that. Whereas like down the street, they have an electronic menu,
Right.
and so they're looking at style. What also price. Things like that. So it just depends on their menu style, I think. And the demographic that they bring in, because
I
some
think part
people
of
bring
it
in-
is like talking to the bartenders, getting to know them, building relationships.
Yeah.
And then they're going to suggest who they like and what they like.
That is very true, and that's an interesting dance to dance. Because you got to get in there, and you're talking to the buyer, but you also want to create relationships with the rest of the staff as well, and somehow leave your mark on them too, so that they do that. They're like, oh, you know what? That dude Brandon from Megaton's fucking cool as shit. I'm gonna give him a shout out next time somebody asks about a sour or a certain style that you guys make.
And
You just leave that much of an impact, create that much of a memory with the energy that you're bringing in when you walk in.
Yeah.
And they'll just do it automatically.
It's the hair.
You said what?
It's his hair.
It's my hair.
No, it's
His hair.
His hair.
He's got really good hair. You,
the
you always
rock.
get that. Like the first thing Tom said when we did the No Label podcast was, that guy's got really good hair.
It's funny because this is really random, but a lot of times on podcast days, I have the day off, so I wash it. So it's like freshly washed and super, super fluffy and like extra fluffy sometimes to the point it's annoying to me. But yeah, like I get a little extra fluff on my podcast days.
camera ready.
I'm camera ready.
We call this gentleman Beer Jesus. That's going to stick.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm hung like this.
The 10th time he's made this joke.
Love that joke. Yeah,
That-
man, it's been a great time. Been a lot of fun.
We've been going. We've been at 2 hours now. So we're at the end of this. Is there anything y'all want to talk about before
Any
we close
events
out?
or anything coming up that y'all want to spotlight, or any new beers coming up, or anything?
The Space Cowboy going to market?
Yes, I think Steve's negotiating with a couple of places to have it for the featured beer for the
World
soccer
Cup.
tournaments.
Yeah.
The soccer
World
festival
Cup.
coming in. World
Yeah.
Cup coming in.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah, the World Cup's kind of a big deal.
Yep. And then we have an aperitif.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
That is kind of unique and different, and it's been taken off here. We've been, I don't know that we sell it much of any place in Houston yet, but
Couple
we've been going
places.
through a lot of aperitif. So,
So it's a little higher ABV, and you get a little bit more of a cocktail vibe with
well,
it.
a little bit, as in it's 14%. and it's a little slightly more
little bit.
carbonated than the seltzers.
Yeah,
So you get more of a champagne mouthfeel.
right.
So,
Bubbly.
yeah. So
Very cool. And what are the tasting notes on it?
Orange and pineapple.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And then we've been serving it 8 ounces over ice, crushed ice, and garnished. And it's been
It's a really good balance.
Very refreshing.
You get that aperitif, you get that bitterness, but you get a lot of sweetness too to balance it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very well made. Yeah. I tried it when we first got here. We were
Okay.
trying a bunch of different things, and that was something that I was like, oh, that's different. That's unique.
I would try it, but as he said, I am the DD. So I'm at the end of my drinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
But
there's
I-
a couple of places in Houston that have it on tap.
Oh, really?
The Benny Thunder. and the
Oh, I
Knights.
love Benny Thunders.
I love Kathy at
Yeah.
Benner.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kathy and Benny
Yeah.
Thunders. Is such a cool spot.
Just so you know, if anybody's listening, because I think Benny Thunders deserves more attention.
I agree.
It is the only self-pour. Am I wrong here? The only place you can go and get a little card, and you put your card on top of the tap, and you pour for yourself.
pour
And it's
yourself.
like gasoline. It's like it's like you're pouring your gas in your car. You're charged by the ounce.
Yeah.
But if you want 2 ounces or if you want 5 ounces, it all just charges you based on how much you pour. So
Yeah.
Right.
you can get as much or as little as you want.
It's a really
of each
cool
beer
experience.
or wine. It's a really great experience. And then they do fun little events. They do trivias. They do different
They have
things.
a book club too that they
Book club?
meets there.
They
Yeah.
need some love though. It's out in the Heights. It's a really cool spot. Definitely go check it out.
Yeah, if you're definitely into the nerdy side of it, like you're
A lot
gonna
of
get,
local beer.
Yeah, a lot of local beer and a lot of people that are knowledgeable about what they have. Yeah, it's excellent. A really cool spot. Yeah.
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 I don't have anything on tap there, but I usually do. And I just dropped off some beers for them the other day, so hopefully I will soon.
Yeah.
And you said you have that there. Do you have anything else there right now?
No, that's the only thing right now.
You have anything on at Benny Thunders?
Yeah, they like really our Hefe does our First Offense. Hefe does really well there. And our Blood Orange, which just kind of just does well everywhere. Our Blood Orange does really well there too.
We
So
usually have an IPA or a sour or something on there.
Yeah.
Typically.
Yeah. But they also have a great wine selection too, and
They do.
Yeah, I mean even just down to their I don't even know what you call it, their system, but it literally shows you on their screens like where the keg is at. Is it full? Is it half full? Is it 3/4 full? You can see it, and I'm like,
Very
that's
high tech.
It's
a
pretty
great
badass.
date night.
Yeah.
Really great date night.
Oh, it's a great date night spot. Yeah, you just go in there and try some things. And
They
like
usually
I
have
said,
a food truck too.
have you had the nachos from the Nacho Wagon?
I don't know if I've had it, but I've had food from their
That's what I
food
was
trucks
gonna
before.
Say the nacho wagon's always.
It sounds like they're just nachos, right? But these are next level, from the chip to the cheese to the everything on it, the way it's made. I was like, wow, this is a nacho experience. This is not just a regular pile of chips with cheese and shit on it. This is a really good set of nachos. So it's an elevated nacho experience, I would say. So and that's generally who's there, and then they rotate in some other people as well.
I just before we leave, I just want to. I've had such a great food experience. I'm not a foodie like Casey, but everything I've had from the appetizers to the steak,
Excellent.
Amazing.
Yeah, top
The
notch.
salad was
Yeah.
really great. Yeah,
Yeah, it was
I really
really good.
appreciate
Thank
you
you.
guys. This has been a really. It's a different podcast when y'all are feeding us the whole time. We're trying to record.
I love it. I'm an eater now, so yeah.
No, anything else, guys?
Well, thank y'all very much for making the drive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
thanks
sure.
for having us.
And shall we go look at the little baby calf?
Yeah, let's
go look
do
at
that.
the baby calf.
Kind of
Yeah.
dark now. We might have to.
Yeah.
put
Are we
the
gonna be
lights
able to
out
see
to
it?
find her. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I want to disturb the cows too much, but we'll try to get a look in. So, yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, we're gonna shut it down. Thank you so much, guys, for coming
Thanks.
on. Beer Someone, episode 23, and Lovelady at Stesti. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Debu Stesti.
Yes.
beer.
He's out of beer again. Oh, cheers. Oh. And we're off.